Can I get everybody on their feet right now? We've got game 3 of the Stanley Cup final. We've got another banger on our hands, I'm telling you. Who's taking the under with me? Who wants the under?
Nope.
Who wants money?
We will not be there.
It's under time. Under 6.5. You heard it here. It's going to happen.
Third
now.
time's a charm for a league.
And if it doesn't happen tonight, it'll happen in game 4, I promise. It's going to happen eventually.
We're already moving the goalposts.
Yes. Chat, can we get we need to take attendance here.
Yes, let's get some presents.
Who's here?
Is Aaron here?
I'm going to start calling names if I don't see present.
Yeah. We want some presents in the chat.
Ooh, I'm fired up.
Oh, I can't wait for this one, man.
Here. Okay, good,
We are ready.
good. We got a couple. Good.
We ready. We ready.
We ready.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, yeah, shout out to all the young sports gamblers, Andy. Let's go. I need fucking everybody up, man. I'm fired up. Guys.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
Here. Thank you. Present. Thank you. Good to know.
Who do we got? Who we got tonight,
Anyone
chat?
who hasn't liked the stream should be ashamed of themselves, says Sid. I completely agree.
You should be sharing it with your friends and your
We're
homies.
underway, baby. Oh,
Sneaky
Bouchard
one.
shot from the point.
Yeah.
Bob covers. Nothing leaky.
Yeah, no. Who we got tonight, chat? What's our score predictions? I want them in the chat, in the comments. I got the Oil 5-3.
And I have the Cats 4-2.
Yeah, we shall see who comes out on top. Normally, when it comes to betting on the Oilers, I feel pretty good about my chances compared to Lee. So, yeah. But we were back at Sunrise, though, so we'll see.
10-2. Shut up. 3-2 Cats. It's going to be a good one.
We're going to get some more overtime? 3 straight cup overtime games?
I wouldn't mind.
We'll see. Long way to go.
Yes, sir.
Oilers at the first shot of the game.
Oh, Barkov just got ran over.
Yeah. How did he get that
What
off?
a
That
pass.
assist.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
If Perry buried that would have
been Sports Center top 10.
Yeah.
How did McDavid even get that puck off his stick while he was falling down?
Only him.
To Corey Perry. Watch this again. He does a little spin move there. Then he trips over himself.
Oh, my
then
gosh.
as he's falling
what
down.
a pass. What a play.
This guy is ridiculous.
To quote Leon Draisaitl, you can't learn that.
You can't learn that, man. You can't learn that. You either have it or you don't.
I replied from the CHR Twitter account today just a few moments ago. Somebody tweeted that they were in an argument and they needed help deciding who's better peaks, like the primes, the best, the very best. Peak Crosby or peak McDavid?
Oh, Davo.
McDavid.
Yeah.
And the correct answer to that subjective question is Connor McDavid.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's those nostalgia merchants, man. Like, to be fair, I mean, I think Prime Crosby was sort of taken away from all his injuries, but you got to be available, my guy. McDavid has been.
Connor McDavid is the best player
He's
ever.
the most talented player of all time. He is. I'm sorry. Like,
and so if that's what the question... all the comments were all... This is crazy. This is too early. It's Sid. It's like, what? That's not what the question's asking, man.
I don't know.
It's not what the question's asking.
They're just not moved by that Connor McDonald. Yeah.
Serious question, has McDavid hit his peak? That's a good question if he has...
Oh, Panthers delivers and period one. Let's go.
Oh, my gosh. He scored in every single game.
Why Brad Marchand goes fire me up now?
I don't know,
happened?
dude.
Why do I like this
and
guy?
he was all sorts of fired up, too. Holy
man.
shit.
Florida, those fans are on their feet.
Justin, this guy can't stop scoring.
He's him. What is that? Goal number 8, according to the NHL app. Damn. Look at this. Net front. Second chance.
Goal number 8, but 4th of the Stanley Cup final.
How about that? Oh, look at Lund. It's always Lundell setting him up, too. That's a sneaky duo.
And look at how fired Lundell gets here, right? When he sees
He got more fired up than Marshy.
No, Marshy's fired up.
Yeah, he's pretty fired. He's pretty fired up. But, like, dude, that third line, I think they all have, like Lundell and Lustrane have, like, 15 points. I think that's point number 18 for Marchand. Like,
Dude.
that's their third line.
Dude, they're disgusting.
They're so good.
They're disgusting.
That's unreal.
That's a big
Wow, they
early
needed that.
goal.
You
Get
need that
this
first
crowd
goal.
into it.
Yeah. Oh, huge. Yes, I mean, you don't want Edmonton taking the wind out of your sails, and just to get the crowd into it and that kind of impact, huge for Florida.
Dude, Brad Marchand is having a legacy series in the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, man. He's still got it. Unk's still got it. What is he, like 36 now?
Yeah, I was
He's
just
playing
gonna
like
say.
he's prime Boston Marshy right now.
He looks so good.
He is inevitable. He's him. Damn.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Peak McDavid or peak Marchand?
Brad Marchand.
Maybe there's an argument there for Brad Marchand.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice
All
work
right.
from Pug Close
Edmonton
in there.
looking for a response. Florida come back the
Here
other
comes
way.
Sam
Uh-oh.
Bennett.
Sam
With some
Bennett.
speed. Oh, he might.
Oh, good stick. He would have had a wide open
Yeah.
look there. Good stick.
That was a good feed from Rodriguez.
Yeah. Cats, no. Oh, it should be.
Delayed offsides.
Delayed
maybe?
offsides, yeah. I was going to say, they're not touching it. Here comes
Oh,
Edmonton.
nice
Might get a look
pass.
here.
Wallman loses
Gets
it.
sent down.
Mikula takes a hit to make the pass.
Didn't even take a minute to get the first goal in this one.
Mm-mm.
You nervous about that? Is that going to set the tone for the rest of this game?
Yeah, my under being cooked. yet
Already? we got way to go.
That was quick.
Yeah. There hasn't really been, that's kind of been the case in this series, right? It hasn't taken a while for that first goal.
Nope.
No.
I think every single one has come within the first 5 minutes.
I was going to say, yeah, I believe you're right about that.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn. It looks like already, I can just tell from the start, we're already due for another classic right here. You could tell.
I'm ready for it.
There has not been any lulls in this series so far. I mean, it is the cup, but there has not been any down moments. It's just been absolute cinema the whole time. You got to love it.
Mikula's going to hammer it in for the Cats.
Peak McDavid or peak Crosby? Nah, give me the American stud, Frank the Tank, the correct answer.
Good answer.
Frank the Piece, Nazar.
The piece.
The piece. Not a piece, the piece. The one piece.
He's a piece as in he's a...
He's a handsome man.
Yeah.
He's you want to compare to Patrick Sharp? Yeah, I think off the ice, yeah.
He's a piece of you-know-what, maybe.
Yeah, he's a unit, yeah. You're starting to see the vision right there, yeah.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. He's got aura.
Yeah, he does. He's got that insane aura. Look at that play.
Oh, my goodness.
He's ridiculous. Every time he's on the ice, it's like...
It's like the unthinkable. It's
Yeah.
like he does
It's routine for him.
impossible things every single game.
It's not even hard. It's just what he does. Here comes Florida.
Verhage.
Oh, big save for Skinner. Huge save. What a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edmonton counterattacking, trying to set up McDavid. That was like the Kobe play there.
Yeah.
The alley-oop didn't quite pan out. Boosh.
Over to Ekholm.
Yep. Back to Boosh.
Lines it up.
Easy
Glove
stop
save
for
for
Bob. Yep. There's an area to look at, man, in net. That's a clear edge for Florida.
Yeah.
That could be something that'll be a factor in the series for sure, as it was last year.
What's up? Welcome. How are we doing?
Yeah, Nate Dogg is here. Love it. Is that Nate Dogg is in McKinnon or Nate Dogg is in the rapper?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was either.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah. Nate Dogg. Should be for Nate Dogg for W. Florida gets it out.
Yep.
Here's that
Marchand
third
carries.
line again.
Yep.
What more do they have in store? Offsides. Yeah.
Was it offsides? What was that? That whistle came before they entered the zone. I
Yeah,
think.
maybe it wasn't. I don't know, something.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Tricidal's getting some,
Drysdale just fell over.
getting in some maintenance work done on
Yeah.
his skate.
I was going to say, I slipped on a banana peel out there. Oh, no, we got a penalty here.
Oh,
Lundell in the box for something. So, yeah,
right.
you're right. That whistle was for something else. Edmonton Peeper.
what
very,
was it for? Are we really doing
we
this?
get a
NHL?
replay?
See, so I'm never gonna hit an under because they're just gonna be doing this
Let's
shit.
keep setting up
Just-
the Peepers. Bettman's making the call. All right, we need to see
Power
that
play for
Edmonton
you,
power play
power
out
play
there.
for
We need to
you,
get
power
McTry
play
out
for
there for
you,
some more
power
highlight
play
reels
for
to post on
you, power play
ESPN.
for you.
Give him the Peeper.
It's frustrating me, dude.
At least show a replay of what happened, dude. Then I'll believe you. That just seems like a phantom call when you're not showing the replay. All right. Very conveniently right after they get the early lead, too. I'm playing. I'm not
Was
saying
that the
anything.
clip they were showing of Draisaitl skating? Was that the penalty?
It looked like
'Cause
he just fell. Unless
and
he
it
was
looked
tripped
like
there. Maybe
he
it
like
was-
stepped on Marchand. It wasn't even Lindell there.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see it again. Maybe that was. I assume they showed it so I assume that's the call. I don't know.
And now all the refs are convening.
Oh yeah, we got to have the ozone draw here. Yeah, Maurice not looking too thrilled. That's a meme right there.
Yeah.
That reaction from Maurice, I think, says it all. Leon flopping. That's what it looked like. Yeah,
Leon
flopping. Yeah, he's watching too much soccer. Yeah. All right. Edmonton wins the draw. Boosh.
Known flopper, Leon Draisaitl.
Flopper.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Bouchard to McDavid.
Edmonton cycling it around.
Yep. McDavid wants to get on the other side of the ice.
Davo. Down low. Back. Oh, what's that pass?
Pass
I
was
don't
a
know.
little too hot for
No,
him.
that
from
was
Nugent
targeted
Hopkins.
for, yeah. It was targeted for Stuart Skinner. Yeah. Here comes Boosh regrouping. Pushing back entry to Davo. Here he comes. He is flying.
Somebody said Justin silently moving towards Florida 4 minutes into the game.
I'm not saying anything. I'm
what a
sticking to my
move.
guns. I'm sticking to my guns. Oh. Davo
Oh,
looking for the
good
response.
save from Bob. Bouchard. Knuckler.
Oh.
Pucks loose.
Thought they had the rebound there.
Yeah, I thought Draisaitl was about to pounce.
Boosh, what's he going to do here? Davo.
It's a 5 on 3.5.
Oh.
Oh, McDavid with some room. What a save. Can he make the second one? Oh,
How
my
did he
gosh.
make the second save?
How?
Whoa. I thought they had one there again.
No stick. Still has no stick.
Here they come again. Yeah, 5 on 3.5
gotta
right now.
capitalize here if you're
Yeah,
the
you got to
Oilers.
take advantage. Here comes Boosh. Shot.
Where is it?
I don't know where it went.
Oh, it
Missed.
went out of play. That is massive
Wow.
for the Florida
I get that
Panthers.
stick back, yeah. Wow.
Holy Bob. Yeah, I'm going to have to see this
Who
one
was
again.
already have 8 shots?
Yeah, holy shit.
How did he make the second one as well? Good block there.
Yeah.
Oh, if anything, that kind of almost full Bob.
Yeah.
Imagine if it blocked him, then it went in.
Right in the face.
Okay, so they get the stick there. I saw that. I want to see the play after that. Here we
Yeah,
go.
that.
Nugent Hopkins. And,
Oh,
of course
yeah.
the TNT
You're right. We didn't want
cuts
to
away before the replay.
No, I didn't want to see that look
Nice
anyways.
shoddy cam work there. Would have been nice to see the whole thing there.
Didn't even care. Didn't even want to see
Unfortunately,
it.
the importance of that was missed due to the shoddy camera work.
Didn't
want
wanna
to
see it.
in the direction.
What the
Jeez.
hell was that? Cutting
Great
back,
job,
like,
TNT.
The best look of the entire power play,
That's
and then cut away.
Yeah, there we go. That's a cup final broadcasting there. Man, even
jeepers.
ESPN would have screwed that up. Jeez.
Oh.
Oh,
save, Bob.
looking for the shot pass there. Edmonton cycling around.
Yep.
Not much time left here. About 10
No,
seconds. Just
just
pass
going.
it back and forth. Hot potato. Now we get a whistle.
Oh my gosh.
Now what?
Is
Oh,
this-
here we go again, dude. It's the
gonna be
same thing.
Kane.
Here we go again. Now it's Kane. Kane's going in the box. Here we go
And
again.
it's probably just physical play in front of the net.
Here we go. Let's
see.
see. Let's see what happened here.
Okay. It was a cross check.
I mean,
guess.
it was,
But
but
it's
back
so
in my day, that would have been
it's
just a
so
clean.
soft,
You're-
man.
I
I hate these fucking weak ass calls.
Can we
I
keep
won't
the
lie.
whistles away
Please,
and let the kids
let us see
play?
that. Okay, so
Finally,
Nugent
now we
Hopkins
show
missed
it.
the net on that.
Let the boys play.
We got blue balled from
Let them
seeing that.
settle it. Even strength. We got can we every whistle every 2 minutes in these games, man. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's too much. It's
Same
too
as last. It's the same exact start, dude. It's the same thing.
Are we still going to be calling that cross check in the third period?
But it's entertaining. It's entertainment. We're being entertained. So yeah. Here we go. There's a balance to strike. All right. I mean, it is a Vander Kane, to be fair. You know,
To be fair.
it's not a playoff game without Vander Kane in the box at some point.
Yeah,
All right,
true.
either him or Perry. You know, their inevitable call. All right,
Ekholm's just going to get it out.
here we go. Florida will now go to the peeper.
3 on 2, and they're coming on the peeper here.
Bennett, easy stop.
Good
for
glove
Skinner.
save from Skinner.
They'll have a minute 48 of power play time. Basically a full power play to work with here.
Yep.
Well, if they could score on this, man. Oof. Get some. Have we had it? Yeah.
I've seen enough. Get Schmidt and Bennett and
Yeah, as long as you got those
Marchand.
two out there.
Get those guys out there.
Yeah, they've been cooking. They've had that connection. Yeah.
There he is. Yeah,
There's 88.
They started with him out there.
There he is.
Let's go. None of this
They heard
fucking.
you. They
No
heard
more
you.
of this 2 defensemen on the first unit bullshit. Now they just got Schmidt manning it. It's this is basically
Bro,
the
he has
second
4
unit.
assists just in the
Marchand,
series.
Bennett, Verhaeghe, and Rodriguez. This is the second unit.
All right.
Nice, good.
Oil, get it
Start
out.
with this.
Yeah.
Paul Maurice is
Second
clearly
units look
listening
better.
to Chicago Hockey
Yeah,
Radio.
you said it today. That they should start the second unit. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Very cool.
Yeah, I think these guys are pretty credible. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody on Twitter said these guys are not credible, and I replied and made fun of the guy.
Also, we had Charlie Moyolis on there. So is he calling the best Talks insider Charlie Moyolis not credible?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Wow.
The Cats have to tag up again.
Yeah. Minute 20.
Why did the whistle come, though?
I don't know. Weak start to the paper.
Yeah, it was bad.
That second unit will get off.
Yep, now it's time
Well,
for the
that
first unit. That didn't work. Didn't work at all.
Yeah, no.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Time to watch Ekblad and Jones be out.
Oh,
there.
boy. Here we go. The dynamic duo. The fact that this guy could kill penalties, too.
Yeah,
That's
dude, it's
crazy.
absurd.
There's nothing he can't do. All right. Oh, here we go again. This puck
Played
drops.
35 minutes in game 2.
He's a forward. 35 minutes. Unreal. More than anybody in that game.
Yep.
They don't call him Jesus for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Can he walk on water? Yeah, that's the question.
Jones keeps for Florida.
Florida down low.
Ekblad through the legs past to Barkov and pass to nobody because Ekblad was beneath the goal there.
Passing to the ghost of Seth Jones.
Wow, some quick passing there.
Yeah.
This is a nice
Matthew Chuck.
break in.
What a
Oh,
pass!
what a feed! How did that
How did he
stay
not
out?
score?
Oh my gosh,
that was a
Matt
gimme.
Chuck just set Reinhardt up on a platter
Yeah.
and he didn't finish.
Dude, that was a freebie. I don't know how he didn't deliver there. To Chuck again. He's making plays.
Seth Jones needs to go. Yeah, thank
Still
you,
don't
Seth.
know where to go.
What are you doing?
Just like his Hawks days. No idea where to be out there. Seth to the point.
Reinhardt to
Chuck.
Chuck. Oh, looking for the deflection from
not
Barkov.
quite. Not quite.
Skinner grabs.
Yep.
23 seconds left on the Florida Peeper.
I know this next game on Thursday nonsense is utter woke nonsense. I mean, this 2-day break. I mean, they're at Florida. They're still going to be in Florida Thursday. I'm not sure why we need this 2-day
my
break.
gosh,
Reinhardt, you got to bury
Reinhardt.
that, my guy.
It's brutal.
Okay,
He's-
it's not just that. There's been quite a few plays.
yeah.
I think he had the breakaway the other day that he missed, and Reinhardt does not look like himself, dude.
I get that he's probably playing through something, but
Like
that
that's
was
a wide open
that was a
net, my
backdoor
guy.
tap.
You got to put that in. This
Yeah.
guy had 57 goals not that long ago.
Yep.
He had like 9 last year or something. I don't know.
Those,
in the
those are
playoffs.
ones that got to go in.
Yeah, I mean, remember, as Eddie Olczyk would say, remember that play. Remember that. Yeah, that could be big if they can't score in this Peeper. 21 seconds left. 9 plus 10.
I'm here to say Reinhardt is washed. That's crazy.
Honestly, nice may have been onto something there. I think I remember I was like kind of slandering him at the time. But ever since then, yeah, I see the vision nice. Reinhardt does not look like himself. Skinner for another stop.
That would have been a
Oilers
crazy
get it
keep
out.
if Seth was able to bat that down.
Yeah, no, Seth wasn't. I don't know if he was great at baseball as a kid. And clearly that showed it. A bit of a strike there, but he's back in the breakout here. That'll be it. Oilers survive the power play. Big kill for them.
Oh.
There's forecheck for Florida. Oilers get it out. Here they come the other way.
Nice
David tried to make a
defensive
stick play there.
Nikola.
Wasn't able to do it. Wasn't able to connect. Should be an icing.
Icing Florida. I want Doc Emmerich back. Favorite prospect.
Michael Misa. Hopefully KD's listening. But I guess who's currently like drafted, presumably in the Blackhawks organization. Favorite prospect. I feel like most of my favorites have played in the NHL by now, but I would say if those haven't made it yet, probably I'm a big Roman Kantsarov guy. I like Roman Kantsarov. Yeah. I'm
a big Lardis truther.
Yeah, Lardis
personally.
Kantsarov connection's going to feed families in the second line.
Oh.
That's what a second line that's going to be. I could see Kantsarov being like our Verhaeghe or something. I don't know. Lardis is Reinhardt. That's probably not a great count.
Are
Just
they
a goal
calling
scoring.
Kane for this again, dude?
Again?
You got Marchand up high.
Evander Kane again.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Evander
Martian.
Kane, good call.
Martian sold it. Fucking Martian.
A nice
selling it.
Oscar performance from the Rat there.
Yeah.
My goodness. It's always those two, man.
Gavin McKenna. Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez. Get out of here.
Kane bet on the Panthers tonight.
He's playing like it. This was his 4 minutes in the box so far, or
Yeah.
barely even, not even out of the first period. He's going for the hat trick in penalty minutes. Unreal, this guy. He's got the Florida parlay.
Yeah, he does.
Evander Kane.
He's got Florida plus 1.5.
Yeah, he's still working on that. That debt. Yeah,
The Hawks should draft Lee.
Lee Grossman. What about me?
What
How about both of us?
What role do you think I'm? Am I like
You're
a
the
depth-
agitator.
am I
You
a
are
depth-
definitely an
Am I like
agitator.
a fourth line depth guy?
Yeah.
Just to get under the skin.
Let's see. Fourth line. Yeah, you're the biz. You're the biz of the Hawks. Yeah.
Healthy scratch most nights.
Yeah,
but you never
yeah.
know when I'm going to be needed.
Yeah, you never know when they're going to need him just to step up. And you're like the guy from Goon who'll just send you out there to take
My
out the.
dad said Kane needs to break something on Marchand if he's going to the box again. That is so true. If you're going to go to the box twice in the first, 8 minutes of the game, you might as well kill somebody.
Hawks fourth line got to be Lee, Justin, and Tassos.
Oh, my God.
That'd be better than some of those fourth lines we saw this season. Oh, better than Maroon, Reichel, Smith.
They should pull a Vancouver and draft the whole CHR team with back-to-back trades.
Yeah, I mean, those seventh rounders you're taking are basically darts at the board anyway. May as well be fun and draft us. Good stuff.
Gary definitely wanted more power plays so the casuals don't get bored.
Seriously, like the amount of power plays we've seen these first three games, I can't recall a cup final that's been like this. So
Was
here's
this
the
McDavid meeting all the guys?
the prospects,
and then Gretzky too?
James, Higgins, Misa, Schaefer, and O'Brien's the polar bear in Arlington, Texas there.
pretty dope.
Yeah, so hopefully the Hawks draft one of the guys pictured there. Hopefully not, O'Brien or Schaefer, but Higgins and Misa, yeah.
It's going to be O'Brien.
I've been seeing a lot of clips of McDavid when he was a prospect
is the
meeting
funniest
Kane and
picture.
Taze. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah, yeah.
That was fun.
Dude, they all look so just like terrible.
They don't
all
look
just
like they know where they are.
Yeah, they look like old milk.
Zated. That is crazy that all four of the top four from that 2014 draft are in this
Why
series.
the fuck is Jake O'Brien with them? Another North American.
Yeah, it's like you got
kid.
the 1, you got the 2, and you got maybe the 3, and then Jacob got the 10 guy. What about Martone? Or I don't know. Even Frundell. I guess he's European.
I
yeah.
don't understand why Martone wouldn't be the last
Yeah,
guy
Martone.
there.
I feel like that would make a lot of sense. Martone, Higgins, Misa, Schaefer, like that. Just
Those have been the guys.
Yeah, do they know something? Uh-oh. Jake O'Brien, the Hawks at 3, confirmed. Yeah. Oh, he played with Lourdes and Van Ecker of the Brantford Bulldogs.
stick
So,
just
you
went
know, he's got that
flying.
chemistry, yeah. Here, Florida Peeper. Seth, quarterback in the power play. That's a yikes right there.
Oh, bad pass.
The Oilers are getting
Brutal
out.
pass.
Yeah. Florida comes back in. All right. To Chuck, to the point.
Barkov.
Barkey down low. Need something from Barkey today.
Yeah.
He's due. He's overdue. His rent is due.
I do need him and
In your
Reinhardt to
bets.
both have a point.
Not a great. Oh,
Oh,
what
what
a
a
keep.
keep.
Wow. Nice keep there.
From your goat.
Yeah. Oh, crap. That was him. I got to give him credit. That was a nice keep by Seth.
There's Kachuk.
You don't see
his
him
first
shooting a
unit's
lot.
Just not really
Not really
creating
generating
a lot.
anything. Yeah. Yeah, Peeper has not looked that sharp for Florida. Edmonton will get it out.
Well,
Yeah.
they're bailing out Evander Kane.
Yeah, seriously. Bailed out twice so far. He owes his team a steak, the PK squad. Steak dinner. Seth Jones on the breakout. Pushed him back entry to Erod. Erod tried to find Mark. Bad pass. Here we go. It was the other way. Here comes McDavid. Ooh, oh, nice stick from Schmidt.
Nice. I've seen that kid Barry play. He's exciting.
Oh, here we go. Here's a look.
Oh,
Stop from Skinner.
deflects. Yeah.
That'll be it.
Marchand sticks.
They
snapped in
survive
half.
another peeper. Yeah. Could easily be a 2-0 game, but what is PK showing out?
Florida power play in general has just been
Just
trash.
not been good. Yeah. Hasn't really shown up yet.
Have you seen that kid too?
Yeah, that's Barry. Yeah,
Barry.
He's definitely a top prospect in this draft. Yeah, big fan of his game. Yeah, yeah.
I like what he brings to the table. Nice.
Yeah, really. I mean, provides quite the package up front. It's really packing. Yeah, it's that size. Yeah.
I'm hyped for Lardis too.
Oh yeah, Nick Lardis. Oh, love watching his tape.
The very least, just get him on the power play.
Yeah, he could literally just be a power play merchant, and that's all we need.
Yeah.
If he's just put him on that circle, one timers from Bedsy, he could drop 30.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, we have enough guys who can play two-way. He doesn't have to worry about the D. Yeah, he could cherry pick. I'm just playing.
If you take Frindell at 3, there you go.
There you go.
That's your two-way guy.
You got your responsible two-way guy to put in the second line with Lardis and Cancerov. Yeah. I see the vision, KD. No.
Boisvert's going to be a stud. I agree.
That's the thing. We already have Boisvert.
Yeah.
I feel like that's your 2C.
Yeah.
So, why are we so, obsessed to a Fanton front? I don't understand, man. Makes no sense.
I really do think that, a big winger is what's most
We're missing
needed.
a stud winger.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing. I guess then you just move him to the wing, but I feel like he's a center. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just take Porter. It's not that hard. Just take Porter Martone, my guy. It's not. Ugh.
Our scouting and our drafting, in the late rounds, has been very good under Kyle Davidson.
Yeah, almost better than the tops. He's got a lot. Look, the Rinzel pick was out. It's a lot of us were questioning that one. Look how he's turning out. I mean, so he's had a lot of good picks at the top.
And too, honestly. That kid.
Yeah, we have our question marks around that, too. But, so far, I think I'm liking that one.
Yeah.
Van Acker, we'll see how that one turns out. Kevin's definitely maybe the one big one you could question at this
Lardis
point.
in the third round is a fucking
that's
steal.
just crazy. And the Canstrop, I think, was, a second rounder.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know yet what they're going to look like at the NHL level, but, feel pretty good. They're going to be solid players.
Yeah.
Players, yeah.
We need Seth back. Stop it, John.
No.
Stop it.
Get this propaganda out of here, this Seth Jones prop. He's being propped up by this Florida squad. Wait, they have another power play?
Bro.
Oh, my.
Dude,
Edmonton, what are you doing? Okay, you got to. 0 for 2. Come on,
Florida, you got
to bury one here. I'm gonna say it right now. If they don't score in this power play, I think Edmonton's gonna win the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate a live Edmonton money line bet.
Seriously, dude. You can't have 3 power plays at back to back.
Too many gentlemen on the ice.
You gotta get one. Get one. Come on. We'll see. That's insane.
Where are the defensemen? Why are both the defensemen? Both the defensemen are still on the point there. You should overload in the corner there and have just 4 guys there because you're on the fucking power play. But they've got both of them hanging out at the blue line. It's terrible. I hate this fucking power play so much. I hate the 2 defensemen power play.
Great job, Seth. Great job, quarterback in the power play there.
What's the point of having 2 defensemen hanging, and Ekblad takes a penalty? What's the point of having 2 defensemen just hang out at the blue line if they're not going to keep the puck in? Oh my gosh.
Brutal.
That was accidental as hell too.
I'm pretty sure I was talking on the show today. I wonder if I have a calmer game with less penalties and some even strength play. Nope.
No.
Absolutely not.
So many.
We're going to have another game with 10 plus power plays. Wow. To be fair, most of them have been legit calls.
And that was
so far.
the most accidental slew foot I've ever seen.
Yeah. They don't care if it's an accident, though, as long as it happens. All right. 4-on-4 for about a minute
Jack
7.
Pridham.
Jack Pridham. He could be a third-round steal. Mm-hmm. I like what I saw from him. I feel like every time I was checking Blackhawks Insider, there was a collab with a Pridham, OHL, highlight or something. He switched from the BCHL to the OHL, and that was a smooth transition. Had a good year. I think he has ties of somebody in the lease organization or something. He's been around the game for a while. Yeah. Could be a solid depth guy. Here comes Florida.
Yeah, it was a nice outlet pass there from Bennett. Oh my gosh! And he just.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he just beat up
wasn't
on
in the
Klingberg
wheelhouse.
There.
Was
Bennett
not quite in
just-
Schmidt's wheelhouse. He's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog for W.
We need to talk about Edmonton. We have to have. Oh, thought Lindell was going to be all
you would have
over.
had a good look there.
We're going to have to do Edmonton depth talk at intermission, Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Like what we were talking about before the stream.
Off air, I agree. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation.
Yes.
Yes. We are going to start a dialogue.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we will. Oh, what a move by Lundell. Here he comes. Oh, good D by Dry.
Is that Draisaitl?
Good two-way. He just falls down after that. Was he taken down? I don't know. All right, about 50 seconds of an Edmonton peeper. Well, what a pass by David.
His eyes in the back of his head.
How would he even know he was there? Wow. Florida gets it out.
Yeah, it was a good save from Bob.
David with eyes in the back of his head. Yes, he's David now. He's not Mick. I'm just calling him David. That's my new pick. Connor David.
King David.
Yeah, King Von David. Boys said they dropping me. Everybody watching me.
King David is a very famous biblical figure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Big Bible guy. Yeah. Big Bible study guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bible study back in the day.
Yeah, know it well.
Yeah. All right. In the beginning, there was McJesus.
Speaking of...
Here comes David. Behind the back again. Florida gets it out.
All right, well, I'm not even going to say anything to jinx myself. I'm not going to do it.
Florida's been making so many nice plays out there. He's not showing up with the score sheet in these playoffs, but he's just been so smooth, so reliable. Oh, good forecheck here. Look at Lundell. This guy.
There's a Sopranos mobster sitting behind the Florida bench.
No way.
I'll keep an eye.
How about DJ Khaled in attendance? Yeah, another one. Another one.
Oh. Yeah, and then this is like another, like just like game 2 where it's like the first shift we're seeing these fourth liners is
they're just cooking
15
them, man.
minutes into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, they hardly see any ice.
All special teams.
Yeah, poor fourth line.
What a play from Bennett. Can he find the pass? Oh, he's looking for Gadjevich there.
Well, that's why McDavid, all his guys' ice time is so high because he's been spending half this game in the power play.
Yeah.
PK.
Oh, Bennett and Draisaitl are going at it right now.
Oh, wow.
That entire shift, they were just like skating into each other. Bennett just got him up high there.
Oh, what a forecheck here by the Chuck.
Oh,
hey, he's sending guys up in a team, man.
Yeah, he is. He's looked good tonight.
Don't say. I mean, an injured Tkachuk is still pretty damn effective out there.
Uh-oh. Here's a Vander Kane with space.
He could have made up for it, man. He could have made up for those penalties.
He missed the net?
That was his moment. Did he really?
I don't.
Got at least hit the net, my guy.
I didn't see where the puck went.
We got the PWHL expansion draft on the second TV here. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, no.
We should just turn it on the main TV.
Yeah, really. Put this cup game on over here. Yeah. That's the biggest event in hockey tonight. Yeah. Seth Jones deserves every moment of embarrassment that comes to him.
IMO. Thanks for the added in your opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you need to, yeah. I think everybody's going to agree with you about that.
It's heating up again. Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
I just, I'm loving just one goal in the first 15. I'm loving that for my under.
It's calmed down since then, which it hasn't always, right? I think both games 1-2 had like 5 goals in the first period, but it's calmed down since then.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, despite there being like how many power plays have there been in this game so far? Like 5? Yeah, 5. So 1 goal and 5 power plays. That was even strength, actually. So there haven't been any goals in the power play.
Puck probably went straight out, and Kane will get a delay a game penalty. True.
Yeah,
True.
Bob is locked in, dude. He's so locked in. When that guy gets locked in, especially this time of year, good luck.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Florida, though.
He really is a streaky goaltender.
He can steal you games, too. Like, Skinner's not going to steal you a game, you know?
Yeah,
he's as good as the team in front of him is, you know? Yeah.
Only 5 minutes of 5-on-5 in the first 13 minutes. Did I read that right? Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, there's been, 6 calls already?
Seth Jones Stanley Cup greater than Stan Bowman Stanley Cup. The only pushback I give to that is, I mean, Bowman's already won cups where Seth hasn't yet. So, well, that might be your point, actually.
There's been 5 power play opportunities.
The refs are me when I get a new whistle for Christmas. Yeah, they're really act like they never had to use those whistles before.
Evan, do you get new whistles a lot for Christmas? Is that something you're still getting at the age of...
How old is this guy?
You were a good boy this year, Evan. You get another whistle.
Good stuff.
Seth Jones, Stanley Cup. Oh, yeah, you read that.
Yeah, all good. Yeah. It's all good, baby.
Yeah, here, this is what I was talking about. A little cross check from Bennett on Draisaitl.
Damn, those two going at each other's throats. I love to see that chippiness, those rivalries develop within the series.
Kachuk gets it out.
These teams have a respect for each other, but you also tell they kind of despise each other too. You know, I like that. It's what you want to see, especially this time of year. Another one. Are we serious right now? Are we serious?
Come on.
Okay, let's see. Is this a good call? Or was there some sell? Was that another sell job? Was this legit?
Yes.
No. I mean, there was a.
Yeah,
but there was a little like.
He got shot.
Oh.
I think I could make an argument for not calling half of the calls.
Get down, Mr. President. Oh. I mean, this stick did make contact, but you could tell there was a little bit of embellishing going on.
And
depending on the angle.
That's kind of how I felt about both Kane penalties, too. It's like, do we really need to be... It's seemed like
another one. That's DJ Khaled. He called it, man, all these penalties. That's what, number 6 now? Both teams have had 3 peepers.
Yeah, when DJ Khaled said another one, he was referring to the refs calling penalties.
Oh, yeah. Another one.
All right, Oilers set up here. 30 seconds down. Here's Evan Bouchard. Uh-oh. Barkov lost his stick for a second. Someone's stick snapped. Where's the puck? It's loose. It's behind the net. Oilers still have Draisaitl strong here.
Oilers pressure. Look at that. That's
nice little pass from Draisaitl to Bouchard.
When there's a will, there's a way. Draisaitl's got that willpower.
McDavid and Draisaitl are going to want to switch sides here.
Yeah. Get those seam passes going.
Yeah, here they come. Here comes Leon to this side.
Here comes Davo. Is he going to look for Dry? No, he's going to circle back to Bouch.
Bouchard. Ooh, good block from Barkov.
Didn't get there. No. Good D from Bark.
Oh, my gosh. How did he keep that in?
Yeah, what a keep. Corey Perry's doing spin moves down here.
What am I
You're
watching?
not that guy, pal.
You might be.
Just stand in front of the net and get your tap-ins. Oh, there he comes. Oh, that would have been great. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, go get your Mickey Mouse McDonald's goals in front of the net. Yeah. Shot at the point.
Oh,
no.
I think that one got blocked too.
Yeah. You're Zach Hyman. Just go park in front of the goalie and just get your tip-ins and
solid.
Good stick. Should be able to get that.
Solid
no, they kept it in again.
Oh.
Here comes David.
Oh.
Pass to nobody.
No one.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it
he
for the
passed
Sam
to the
Bennett
ghost
minor.
of Wayne Gretzky. And that's another
The
peeper
Florida
that
penalty
survived.
kill has just been so good. I know, Barkov and Reinhart are yet to really show up on the score sheet in this one, but they have done a great job on the penalty kill.
Score sheet. That's the thing of Barkov. Even when he's not producing, he can impact the game just as much in the D zone.
And Reinhart there, too. He had a couple of big blocks there.
Yeah, a couple of sticks. Yeah. Wow, so 6 power plays in this game, twee for both sides. And
nothing to show for it.
Nothing to show for it. Now that one goal is even
strength. That's what I like to hear as an underbetter, baby.
Yeah, you're starting to look pretty good there, yeah. What's the line on pins this game?
Yeah, dude, you could have been you talking about overs
I think
on
you already
scoring.
got it.
You should have been hitting overs on penalty minutes called. I don't even know if that's
pace
available
for
on books. But
that should be if it is. You could bet on pretty much everything.
30 billion.
Somewhere between 700 billion and a trillion, 300 million
Kachuk
billion.
with a tough angle shot. Skinner makes a save. Oilers get it out. Jones.
Nice forecheck by Kaner. Is this going to be another? No.
Oh, Arvidsson was all alone in front of the net. And everyone's standing up because someone probably collided with Bob there. Fans aren't happy right now.
Yeah,
Can they
no.
show
Oh,
us?
go.
There's a fucking fight going on in the middle of the ice.
And we're not even
showing
seeing
us.
it.
It's like, what are we doing, broadcasting?
Let's do a zoom in. Somebody who's standing still.
It's like you could tell everybody in the arena was looking at something going on behind the play.
Broadcast has not been too shabby so far.
And we're just watching this puck move slowly in the Edmonton zone.
Yeah. Kaner's been in the middle of everything this game. Is he going back to the... There's no way. Is he?
You calling him Kaner.
Yeah, why am I calling him Kaner?
Yeah,
what am I doing?
That now?
He's not that guy, pal. Did we get a call here? Wait,
Arvidsson straight up just ran through.
He's
Bob
not doing it
crease.
again. Is he? Is there another call here?
Yeah, look at this.
Okay, Arvidsson, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, he just ran right into Bob.
Yeah.
What the?
I mean, Bob kind of sold that. Yeah,
Bob,
Bob totally sold that.
That'd be fair enough, though. I can't really. Arvidsson. At least it's not Kane this time. Power play number 7. Uh-oh.
No, nothing happened.
Okay.
I just, getting ready for
No, it wasn't Kane this time. It was Arvidsson. 33.
Churdy Tree.
Shots 9-11.
Scrum. All these penalties are ruining the game. Completely agree.
know. Like, we had a good game going, man.
Completely agree.
We don't need the freaking zebras.
And because both power plays have not been good. So it's
Dude, we complained about this a ton on the show today of like the too many calls and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to complain about it again Wednesday at this rate. I mean, seriously, this is the Stanley Cup final. We don't need all this extra fluff. I thought that this series would be better even strength anyway, honestly.
And they started with the second unit here. Verhaeghe just
There we
whacks.
go.
Right here,
Shot for the
Schmidt.
point.
Yep. Get it on get the puck on that guy's stick and
Yeah.
let him cook.
88's been hot. He got that hot stick.
Oh, nice
for
pass.
Swaggy.
And he
scores. Carter
Verhaeghe with a
Swaggy.
ripper.
Wow, what a bomb. He's so good at this time of year.
Told you this second unit, chat. I freaking told you.
Yeah. They've been finally a power play. Only took 7 tries.
Yeah.
1 for 4 for Florida.
2-0 Florida.
Uh-oh. 2-0. What does that mean? 2 minus 0. 2-goal lead. Uh-oh. The most dangerous lead in hockey.
And Schmidt picks up another assist. He's got 5 assists.
Oh, look at that.
5
Top
points
cheddar.
in 3 games
Top
in the Stanley Cup
cheese.
Finals for Nate
Is that
Schmidt.
Bardowski? That was a little bit of
Nate
Bardowski
Schmidt is
action.
now tied for points in the Stanley Cup Final with Connor McDavid.
He has 5 points now? Wow.
Nope, not yet, Elia.
Holy jump.
Damn it, John. We should have bet Verhaeghe. Oh, what is he saying?
Damn. Wow.
John,
They needed that. We
should have bet Verhaeghe anytime goal, not Verhaeghe.
Oh, I thought you guys did bet Verhaeghe.
No, I bet Verhaeghe to score the first goal of the game, and he scored the second.
Yeah, that's not the first goal.
That's gutless.
Yeah. That's too bad. All right. Edmonton regroups. Need the next goal if you're Edmonton. You can't afford to go down 3-0. Need the next one.
Agreed.
Yeah. Really astute analysis from yours truly.
Astute.
Yeah. I like that word, astute.
Connor McComeback greasing his hands right now.
I don't know, man.
Just put $1 on Edmonton money line.
Here he comes.
To win
Here
what?
he comes.
To win what? $7? What is
This
$1
is
on?
$7. That
No,
says something nice.
it's
not expensive.
No, it's to win $4.40.
Well, yeah, that's a real moneymaker there. $4.50.
It's funny.
He's a low risk, low yield investment.
Gadjevich dumps it in for Florida.
Panthers power play 2 for
Greer just
32 at home?
Labeled.
What? You know, the Oilers power play is like 50% at home. That's insane.
Yeah. Florida's just been better on the road.
They have been. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Home ice advantage for Florida is away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better for them to be the 3 seed.
They like being the road team. They like that. You like that?
You like that.
Yeah, they like that.
Kirk Cousins mentioned.
Yeah. I don't like Chief Keef referenced. Florida should get the puck out here. More extracurriculars going on.
Gonna be patient. Uh-oh.
Oh, good
Yeah.
keep. What a play. You can see that develop. Oh, never
no, they
mind.
called
Offsides.
Edmonton getting a little more aggressive here on the forecheck.
Kind of have to, yeah. Can't afford to be passive this stage. Got to turn the afterburners on.
$4.40 can go a long way. Where?
I mean, if you just keep stacking those up, though, you know.
I can get 2 20-ounce Cokes before tax for that. Before tax.
especially, depending on where you are in Chicago.
I put $1 on the 60 mins. Yeah, I mean, that's probably just not going to happen, but
Edmonton, maybe time for one look here before the end of the period. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look.
back home plays
Here they
it
come in
in.
the forecheck.
And Mikkola gets there first.
Florida should get this out.
Yeah.
Maybe time for one chance. Now they'll dump it in.
No.
Nothing.
They'll
Just end
do
the
it
period.
for the
You'll
first
take
period.
that. You'll
Florida
take that.
leading 2-0.
Yeah. That's an ideal start for Florida. That's exactly what. Oh, boy.
Oh, and we're getting a little scrum. Some extracurrurriculars here.
Yes.
Oh, Evander Kane is going after Matt Kachuk. He's going after Kachuk so hard, and Kachuk just keeps
What the hell did Evander
him.
Kane adjust for this game? Yes, he's having his smelling salts.
Those guys have been battling all series.
Yeah. Dude is not using his brain out there, man.
Oh my gosh.
Look at Connor Brown just going after Mikkola.
Mikkola's laughing
Bro,
at him.
at least drop the gloves, my guy. He's just giving these little baby punches. That was quite a
nice shot on
that
Bouchard
was a shot.
there.
No, that's a shot right there.
That's worth it.
Ekholm wasn't loving that. Then Kaner and he's been eyeing. Why am I still calling him Kaner?
I don't know. It's bothering
It's not
me.
him. The real Kaner had a Stanley Cup winning goal 15 years ago on this day in 2010. Yeah, that's the real Kaner. That's the real Showtime.
Of course, Schmidt and Erod shows up. Yeah, is it going to be 2 penalties? Is it going to be like 3 penalties?
2 for
after
1
that?
deal. Yeah, 2 for the price of 1.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. When are we gonna start? How long into this series before major analysts and people who talk about the sport start asking questions about Edmonton's depth
after this game
and saying, when are these guys going to help out Leon and Connor?
We still got 2 periods left, but I think that's a nice transition to, I guess, what we're going to talk about here. If you look at, you feel free to open up Daily Faceoff or really anything that shows a lineup. So if you look at this Oilers team, it's really not that good. How the hell is this a Stanley Cup team?
Because
of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah.
They really haven't escaped the McTry allegations. I know the narratives have been, the depth of this team has gotten so much better. It's gotten marginally better because it really couldn't get worse. But suddenly you start losing guys like the Zach Hyman, etc. Now it's like, okay, so besides McDavid and Draisaitl, let's just go through the lineup here. On wing number 1, line 1, we got Nugent Hopkins and Corey Perry. Then we got Evander Kane and Kasperi Kapanen.
So that's your top 6.
That's your top 6
McDry.
outside of McDry. And then our bottom 6 here, Trent Frederick, Adam Henrique, and Connor Brown. And then we got Vasily Podkolzin, Matthias Janmark, and Victor Arvidsson.
It's just not that good.
No.
And also, like, the stats, like, and so this is kind of my issue here with everyone like talking. Oh, Edmonton's depth this year. This Edmonton team is not as good as Edmonton teams last year. It's just McDry are better. Yeah. It's just McDry. Go through the list here.
Now let's go through
Florida's. How many players do Florida have that have more than 10 points this postseason?
Oh yeah, we'll pull up the stats here, right? So Edmonton has 7 guys, 5 if you're not including McDry, who produced at least 10 points in this offseason. Keep in mind that one of those is Evan Bouchard, who has gotten a lot of his points from McDry and Nuge, and then the rest is Evander Kane, Corey Perry, and Zach Hyman. Again, guys who played with McDry. Nobody who hasn't spent a considerable amount of ice time with McDry is putting up 10 plus points. Right? They're all McDry
Not
merchants.
a single one.
Now, let's go to Florida here. They have 12 guys who put up at least 10 points in this postseason. They have basically 3 first lines. Your third line, you got Marchand, Lundell, Lustrain, who've all put up at least 15 points. That's your third line.
Yeah. And I think the point of this discussion is just to talk about how good Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are.
Help.
They need some help.
Those brothers need help.
They need some help.
They're making the team around them look better. I think the reason everybody says Edmonton Oilers' depth is better is because they're making them look better. Look at Corey Perry. He's just standing there in front of the net getting tap-ins. Like, it's not Corey Perry. He's not suddenly found the fountain of youth that is his Ducks Corey Perry out there. Like,
Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid are making every single person around them a lot better.
Zach Hyman has always been a product of McDry. He's a good player, but he's been made to look like a great player. Nugent Hopkins, good player, made to look like a great player. Same deal, right? I mean, Bouchard literally has the highest points per game amongst defensemen in the modern era.
He wouldn't...
Because he plays at McDry in the power play.
He's in legendary conversations with what he's done. And literally just because
he has McDry. Because he gets secondary assists in the peeper.
Come on. Yeah, like if you put Bouchard on this first unit for Florida,
I don't think he's going to have 7 goals and 14 assists. No. Yeah, like that's the difference. Is the depth. Like,
and also just these stay on this. So Bouchard is third with 21 points, and then you got Nuge with 18, and then Connor McDavid has 31, and Draisaitl has 29.
So you have like a 10-point gap to the rest of the roster.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, like they have the McDry tax.
It's insane.
There's a McDry tax.
There is.
Yeah. Talk about Chicago taxes. The Oilers have the McDry tax.
Yeah.
Then you look at Florida, like all these guys. Look at 19, 17, 17, 17, 17, 14, 14, 13, 13, 11, 11. And then Seth Jones. Our former Seth Jones, is 12th on the team with 9 points. Unreal, dude. That's just crazy. And that's not taking account from this game. But yeah.
Yeah, but
from this game,
missing out on Hyman is important, IDK, if he's changing the series at all, but it sucks he's out. Yeah,
it's an asterisk, but
the point I'm trying to make is like,
but look at Corey Perry. He stepped right into that Hyman slot, and he's done the same thing.
If Zach Hyman was in the game, if he was playing, he'd be playing with Connor McDavid. So it's like,
I don't think
it's all McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah.
It's all McDavid and Draisaitl.
You could put anybody in that slot, and they'll make them a Zach Hyman, or like close to it. Look at Corey Perry.
It's like if you take the two best players off this Florida team, Barkov and Tkachuk,
you still have a squad
That's a playoff team.
Yeah.
That's still a playoff team. If you take Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid off this Oilers team,
they're competing with the Blackhawks for the draft
it's
lottery.
a lottery team.
Yeah.
It's a lottery team.
This Oilers team is nothing without McDavid and Draisaitl. Nothing. If they win the Stanley Cup, they should be called the Connor Draisaitl's have won the 2025 Stanley Cup. The Leon McDavids.
Are there dissenters that believe that this team without McDavid or Draisaitl would be like,
bro? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is your best player without McDavid and Draisaitl. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And your second best player,
like a 7 to 8 seed? Stop! That's delusional.
I guess it depends who you're subbing in for these guys. I'm assuming it's like the guys you scratch.
Yeah.
Like those are the guys you sub. It's not like you're getting somebody like, is the 1 and 2. That means your 1 and 2 C is Adam Henrique and Janmark. Unless you move like, I don't know, Nugent-Hopkins or somebody. You can move somebody like that, I guess.
Whereas the Panthers, you take out Barkov and Tkachuk, you still got Bennett and Lundell down the middle.
It's your top 6. That's your top 2 centers.
You still got Marchand on the second. You got Marchand on the second line.
Yeah, you can move up, right? Then you still have Lusteray in the third line. Like it fills in.
They're definitely not a cup team, but they're better than the Ducks or some shit. I think they're about the Ducks.
I think
that's a great
what the Ducks have. The Ducks had like 80 points or something. They were like 500. They'd be around 500 is what they're saying.
Look, I know these guys have played well. Yes, like they've been around Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl for years. Like they're playing better. They showed up this year. They showed up in the postseason for the most part, but not like you got 7 of them. You got 7 guys over 10 points. 5 that aren't including McDry.
Yeah, no. The depth has improved, but not as much as everybody makes it out to be.
No. It's the improvement this year is Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are more clutch.
McDavid and Draisaitl are both in the prime of their careers now. They're both playing at the top of their games. Yeah. So they're raising the standard of the squad. And there's a trickle-down effect, trickle-down economics that trickles into the rest of that lineup. Yeah.
It's just McDavid-nomics,
Dry-nomics.
McDavid and Draisaitl are just doing things that, like, it's like every single game they win, it's like because of a couple of really clutch plays from those guys. Every single game. Literally every single game. It's insane.
Yeah. No, those are always the guys that are driving it. They're driving the comebacks. They're driving the offense. They're driving the plays. Yeah.
Don't worry. I know some people are disagreeing with us.
That's okay.
If this series ends in 6,
we'll see.
Or everyone's gonna. That's what the narrative's gonna be.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be hindsight.
We're getting ahead of the curve.
The Oilers still just didn't have enough.
Yeah,
we're saying it now.
We're getting ahead of the curve here. We're saying it before it's cool. It's cool to have that opinion, right? We're not reacting. We're being pro. What's the word?
Proactive.
Proactive. Yeah, there you go.
We're getting out in front of it.
Yeah, out front of the curve, ahead of the curve. Being first or last.
The Oilers built their team around McDry. The Panthers built their team around depth.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
But the depth they have is like unmatched. I mean, it's working for them. There's a reason they made to 3 straight finals and won last year over this team. At this rate, I mean, I know I have the Oilers winning the series, but
like Nugent Hopkins was there before McDry. What do you mean they built this team around McDry? Like,
I mean, I think they have. Yeah. Well, McTry, what do you mean built it? McTry is the team, bro. Yeah, it is the team.
It's the team.
You can put anybody at those guys, and you're at least.
And that's what they've done. Like you can't
They've
tell me
realized
losing
that.
Holloway and Broberg was like good for McDry. Like
No.
you can't say like oh, you know what's going to be good is us not matching these offer sheets here.
Which
and letting
that's
these guys
looking
walk.
even more perplexing now. It's like, could you imagine what Dylan Holloway could have done with this in this core? Like that could have been a piece right there.
Yeah, it's like okay, yeah, Vasily Podkolzin's like
I
yeah,
don't-
yeah. They looked at that guy
Stan
and were
Bowman
like, man,
masterclass.
this
Stan
is gonna
Bowman
be perfect.
masterclass.
This is what McDry need.
But it just goes to show, as good as those two are, best players in hockey, it's like you need a little more. They can't do it by themselves, man.
Can you pull up Kapanen's stats before coming to the Oilers? Like this guy's playing on
yeah,
on the
dude, this
second
guy
line
was a
with Leon
suitcase.
Draisaitl.
This guy was a suitcase. He had, with the St. Louis Blues last year, 22 points in 70. He's a 20, 30-point guy his whole career. Like, I don't know.
And he's playing on the second line with Leon Draisaitl, and you guys are sitting here telling me this team was built around like
Casper
what?
Kapanen. That's your wingman try. Have fun out there.
Oh my gosh.
It's hilarious, dude.
Justin, you said you had the Oilers winning tonight. Why did you pick them if they had no depth and no scoring? We've just spent the past 10 minutes telling you why you picked them. Because of two players.
That's every play the fucking game of hockey.
That's why you picked them.
They took this team in 7 games last year. They almost came back down 3-0.
Dude, Justin didn't pick the Oilers to win 5-3 because he thought Adam Henrique was going to have a big bounce back game. Like, what are we doing? Oh my gosh. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad. This Oilers team's not like, it's not like some mismatch. I think this series is still going to be close, but it's going to be close because of two players, and that's it.
If. It's always if. If the Panthers repeat, that's going to be the difference, is what we're saying, is the depth they have. And if the Oilers are able to win a cup, despite that lack of depth, it just goes to show it's because of McDavid and Tassos. It's because of those two. If you go back, you can do all the hindsight heralding you want. If you go back to me previewing this series, I never picked the Oilers to beat the Panthers because of anybody in this roster outside of McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah.
I've learned not to bet on against those guys. And honestly, I know it's 2-0 right now. They can very easily come back and find a way. They've done it how many times? Like,
if Leon and Connor both don't have 2 points in a game, they won't win.
Like,
they won't
they
win.
have to have multi-point games every night. And they've been doing it. They've been doing it.
Which is crazy.
So until they stop doing it, we're going to give them a shot to win.
Yeah.
It just goes to show
and
how
also,
good they are.
this is that thing. Like yes, okay. Those
The
guys,
best player of all time.
Those guys. Some of the depth guys did step up throughout this postseason run. But this Florida team's different. All right. Are you going to be seeing Brown and Frederick step up on that third line? Are we going to see it? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say we're not going to see it.
No.
This Florida team is
it's going to run through McDry. It's going to run through McDry, my guy.
Yeah. Darnell Nurse going to come out with that chip on his shoulder now. Yeah. That's what they need.
That's their Seth Jones on Wish. Yeah.
Yes, that's what put these guys in GOAT territory. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
exactly
why I think we're saying. That's the point we're making.
This Oilers team shouldn't have gotten out of the first round,
There's a
man.
reason everybody was. It's not just us. How many media analysts had the Oilers in the Cup final before these playoffs? Before the season, I think everybody was saying it. But before the playoffs,
was saying that the LA Kings had a better team than the Edmonton Oilers.
Year 4 is going to be year that the Kings roll over the Oilers. The fourth time is a charm. They play the Knights. The Knights have so much better depth, my guy. They play the Stars. They're not going to have a chance against that Stars team. Yeah. But the Panthers, the difference is they've won it before and they've beat them before. So that's the difference. And even I was saying it, like, it wasn't a confident prediction. Like, if you look at this Panthers team, it's hard to bet against those guys. But I just feel that McTry are inevitable. I feel they're inevitable.
I just think this Florida team is too good for the Edmonton Oilers to get really much depth scoring in this series. Yeah. And so it's going to be completely reliant on 97 and 29. And
Yeah.
I mean, if they do this seriously, if they're able to beat this Florida team,
Then
I mean, Connor McDavid
is the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
Look, you have the GOAT.
Every head will bow, every
have the
tongue will
GOAT.
confess that is the greatest
And
ever.
you have the Scottie Pippen. You have Jordan Pippen, but where's the rest of the team here? I mean, you could say maybe a combination of Perry Hyman is maybe your Dennis Rodman. I don't know. Yeah, that's the end of the Bulls comp I was trying to make there. Yeah, this is not a Chicago. This is not a. It's like, look, those
Hyman,
Bulls teams.
Dennis
Yes,
Rodman.
they had the GOAT and Michael Jordan, probably the best number 2 ever in Pippen. But like, they had a whole rest of their squad too.
Yeah.
Whereas the Oilers have, they have that number 2 set, but then it's just,
It really is. It really is Bouchard. Bouchard's the third best player on this team.
That's crazy. That's nuts. And I know everybody's gonna say, well, Bouchard's one of the best defensemen in the game. I mean, is he? Yeah, he puts up numbers. Where was he on that Team Canada squad in the Four Nations?
If Evan Bouchard was
Nobody
so
trusts
good,
that guy at D.
No.
Look at that overtime goal the other night. Where is he on that back check on Martian? He's not a defenseman. He puts up numbers because he plays in McDavid and Draisaitl on the power play.
Their bottom
that clicks at 50%.
Dude, look at the right side of their defense, man. It's Evan Bouchard, who's don't get me wrong, offensive dynamite.
He's great offensively.
But then it's John Kleinberg and Brett Kulak. That's not good enough to win a Stanley Cup. It's not. It never was.
This isn't a 2015 John Klingberg. This is Dallas Stars Klingberg. Darnell Nurse is a worse version of Seth Jones, and you got Jake the Snake Wallman. That's actually a pretty good third pair guy. And Ekholm, he's good. He's solid. He makes Bouchard look better than he is Ekholm because he takes care of that defensive side of the game that he eludes. Bouchard is an offenseman who plays.
Kevin Durant was a number 2 to Steph. Curry was number 2 to Steph Curry. Pippen isn't the best number 2 ever. You could easily make.
I'm a Chicago sports fan, my guy.
You could easily make the argument that KD was less important to Steph.
Dude, I'm not
than Pippen was to Jordan.
It's not the point.
Michael Jordan did not win a. All right.
No. What's he about to say?
Don't get me on Michael Jordan talk because LeBron's the GOAT.
Oh no! Oh boy! Here we go.
Michael Jordan did not
What's
win.
LeBron James 6-0 in the finals? I don't think so, my guy.
Jordan didn't win a playoff series without Scottie Pippen. He never won a single. People say, "Oh my gosh, yeah, you went to the final 6 times and won all 6 times." Do you think Michael Jordan only played 6 years in his career? What about all the years he got bounced in the first round? Yeah, LeGoat, thank you.
10 years for Connor McDavid. No championships so far. All the times he got bounced in all those playoff series, and then he's gonna win, and then he's gonna be the GOAT. What's
Wait,
what's the point? Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm not gonna beat you when it comes to NBA talk.
Kevin Durant was not number 2 to Steph. It was always Steph. What are we talking about?
That wasn't the point I was making. I'm not an NBA analyst. Like that's not the point.
It was always Steph.
I'm a Last Dance merchant, man. I'm a Bulls I'm a '90s Bulls
Hoops
merchant.
ain't a team sport. True. Not at all.
I'm not a modern day NBA guy. The NBA playoffs, champions going. I do not give a shit. I'm just watching the cup.
Like I'm sorry. Connor McDavid taking this team to the finals and winning it would be more impressive than any individual achievement that Michael Jordan had. Like I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
this is my argument.
There was a team around
This
Jordan.
is my
There was
argument
a
with
team around
LeBron.
Jordan.
I think
Yeah,
it was the 2018 season.
But he had guys too.
Braun took the Cavs to the finals.
He had
That
guys
was no.
around
That
him
was
too.
the worst team in the league the next year. His other guys were like an injured Kevin Love and J.R. Smith, who was on crack. So. He took the worst team in the league to the finals, got destroyed by the Golden State Warriors. But, he took the worst team in the league to the finals. So it's not just – I hate just like the number of rings talk because then it's like, okay, then
Never
Wayne
lost.
Gretzky's not the GOAT.
Never lost. In the finals. Yeah. I'm a Last Dance merchant, man. He's got that dog in him. He's got that killer instinct, that mentality.
Kevin Durant wasn't able to win anywhere else until he joined a super team, though.
And I took that personally.
And it's not even like Hughes, like those OKC teams were nasty. It was just Steph and them were better than OKC and KD.
How do we turn this into an NBA discussion? I was making a point about the Oilers and Panthers, and now we're talking about.
This is 2016 Cavs
Now we're
Warriors.
talking about Kevin Durant. How do we get here?
No, this is like 2018 Cavs Warriors.
Anyway, that is the intermission. We are back. Second period is cooking.
LeBron hasn't won without a super team either. Okay, first of all, not true.
The period.
LeBron James went to the finals for like 11 years in a row. So,
How many of those did he win?
4.
Yeah. So he lost more games than he won.
Because he played against the best team ever for like half of those. He played against the Golden State Warriors, who would
coached
wipe
by
the floor.
Steve Kerr, Chicago Bulls player.
Yeah, that Golden State team would wipe the fucking floor with the 90s Bulls. I don't care. I do not care about what any of you think.
We'll see
I don't
about
care
that
what
one.
any
We'll
of you
see
think. I
about
wish
that.
Eli Anderson was in here right
we'll
now.
see about that one. Yeah. All right, second period underway. Oilers peeper. Another power play. My goodness. What is that? Power play number, how much in this game? We have 8 power plays already. What in the second period just started. This is power play number 8. The grade 8. Unreal. Here comes Dave off his own entry. Back to the point. Boosh. Cats get it out. Not a good start to the peeper, about halfway through.
Length of the ice.
I don't even remember how the Oilers got this. Must have been that end of the scrum at the first. I swear they're just like manufacturing power plays at this rate.
They're just making shit up. Like they decided one guy was getting a penalty with that whole scrum.
Gotta get that Mick power play going and get the Oilers back in this. Mick Dry gotta have their moment.
How the Oilers doing the 2 defensemen on the peeper thing?
Yeah. Shot pass from
Perry
to Corey Perry. Boost to Perry. Where was he? Standing in front of the net, right place, right time.
Parked there.
Yeah, what a sick goal for Corey Perry.
Another assist for
Right
Bouchard.
positional placement. Another power. I was just saying, power play assist merchant from Boosh. Power play assist merchant.
Edmonton needed this.
Uh-oh. Mitch Rye didn't get a point here. Now I'm going to hear about how great the Oilers' depth is.
Yeah. Look at this depth.
Look at this depth. That depth showed out there for Edmonton. Look at that.
That was a sweet play from Corey Perry.
Yeah, it was a nice play.
That was fucking sweet from
I think
Corey
they're really
Perry.
missing Zach Hyman. Corey Perry just draws in and does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
40-year-old Corey Perry does the exact same thing.
Yeah, Zach Hyman's the reason that they're losing this. Yeah. All right. 2-1. That's I said the Oilers needed the next goal.
Yeah.
They got the next goal.
They absolutely did.
That elusive 2-goal lead, man. You better watch out, man.
And it was good for them to get it.
That could be their undoing for the Panthers. Got to avoid those 2-goal leads. It's most dangerously in hockey.
How will Florida respond?
Yeah.
Here's Bennett. Schmidt lets one fly, misses the net.
We got ourselves a game now, folks. Schmidt from the point. Skinner's always flopping around.
Perry's clearly making a Hall of Fame case. I agree.
Yeah, unfortunately. First ballot Hall, very good. Or maybe like a later ballot Hall of Famer. Eventually. He's got to wait for it, but yeah. Well, I mean, was he like 0-4? Could be 0-5 in the finals the last few years after this. Yeah. He's reverse MJ, although he did win in 07, to be fair.
To be fair.
Skinner. Was it Bennett? Who was that?
It's Kachuk.
Kachuk. I just saw a 9 assumed it was Bennett.
It's
always
it's
Bennett.
One of the two. It's not going to be anybody other than Kachuk or Bennett.
Honestly, was that?
Oilers bench wanting another power play.
No, I think that was Bennett. I got to see that again. I think that was Bennett.
No, the one who tripped over Skinner was definitely
that was the
Kachuk.
guy, yeah. I saw Bennett like in the somewhere. He was close
Perry
by.
is definitely a Hall of Famer.
I don't know about definitely.
Definitely is.
I think there's a debate. It's debatable.
I guess we're just throwing that around now.
Well, Hall of Fame, I feel like it's lost its meaning, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing a lot of
Well, I mean,
players.
if we're at the point where we're saying Corey Perry is definitely a Hall of Famer.
Then, I think Phil Kessel, first ballot Hall of Fame, right? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of great, like, very good players in the Hall of Fame. Oh, there we go.
Florida scores. Sam Reinhart.
Finally.
I knew it was going to happen. I hope Barkov
There
got
we go,
the assist to him.
finally.
I needed that.
Uh-oh. That elusive 2-goal lead is back.
Oh, no.
The most dangerous lead
How will
hockey
they
is
ever
back.
recover?
They needed something from Reinhardt, man. They needed something from him.
Yeah, they did.
He was due.
Yeah, they did.
That's you, man. What a response from Florida, man. What a response. What happens here? The rep was kind of, what was he
Barkov
doing?
should get an assist for that.
I think
Changed
the
my
ref should
mind.
get an assist there. What was this guy doing? Watch this. Look at this. What's this ref doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, give him an assist. Verhage to Reinhardt.
Well,
Not-
Barkov forced the puck. Like he's the one who tackled Klingberg there.
What was he doing?
So they better give. Can you check actually and tell me what the NHL app says?
For what?
Assists.
Verhage. That's all it says right now.
Oh my God, man! If I get robbed on that, I'm gonna be so
Well, it
pissed.
sometimes takes a second to update the second
They
assist.
fucking better. They
Yeah,
better
I'm a
give
little
that to
sure.
Barkov.
They should give it to the ref. I don't know whatever's name.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that ref was.
Oh, Ekholm. Whoa. He
Oh,
just
we might get a
missed-
look here.
Oh, Martian.
Might get a break. No, not quite.
Just gonna send it off the boards.
Yeah. I saw what the plate was there.
Yeah.
Just not quite.
Barkov better not have gotten snubbed
Man,
there.
talk about taking all the wind out of your sails for Edmonton, man.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's a brutal goal to give up.
You know what I'm about to say, Lee?
Draisaitl getting tripped up by such.
Always just need that next one.
They need the next one.
You gotta get that next goal for Edmonton, man.
It is true.
Yeah, I can't afford to go down by 3. 1 goal down is better than 3 goals down, Lee. That's just analysis you won't get anywhere else, you know? Yeah. Real top tier stuff from yours truly.
Thank you, my great partner.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know how you, yeah. The dynamic duo. Was this going to be another? No.
Yeah, you know what I'd like to see this period, Justin?
Penalties.
5.
Let's get more peepers going.
5 more
Too
power
much
plays.
Too much 5-on-5. Where are the whistles? I want whistles every 2 minutes. That's my
Where's Evan and his Christmas whistle?
my favorite Stanley Cup hockey is when there's a penalty called every 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh, they're actually not going to give Barkov an assist for that
No
goal.
way.
I'm going to lose my
You just got
fucking
screwed.
mind.
Gotta see a replay. They're trying to get the name of the ref there to include him in the sheet there. Oh, I probably should open the water bottle before you drink out of it. Yeah, that probably
That'd be
helps.
helpful.
What a play. Connor Brown's actually making plays out there. Forgot what Connery was for a second.
I'm fuming, chat.
Can't tell. All right, Florida regrouping. Florida dumps it in.
Mm-hmm.
Florida on the
Oh!
forecheck.
Skinner makes the save. Where is it?
Puck out.
It's third line for Edmonton.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say Florida. Yeah, that third line for Edmonton, man.
Yeah.
That, let me pull it up here. I can't. That Frederick Henrik Brown line.
I bet every single one of those guys is like a -2 or worse in the Stanley Cup final.
You just look at the duality here. Just look at the duality. Luster-Aiden, Lundell, Marchand versus Frederick Henrik and Connor
It's
Brown.
not even close.
Yeah, that depth, man, that Edmonton really matches up with Florida. I mean, it's really nice. It's really
Oh,
close.
Seth.
Razor
good
thin.
save from
Razor
Skinner.
thin. Look at those Hawks. It wasn't just Kane Taves, man. It wasn't just Kane Taves. You had Sharpie. You had Big Hoss. You had Dunks. You had Siebes. You had Hammer. You had Crow. Just go down the list. Very similar to this Florida squad here. That's the difference. Then at the NBA, you know,
Yeah, you need a team of
two studs might not, they'll be able to take you far, but to get you to the very top, you need at least a somewhat competent team around them.
Ooh. Ekblad got tripped up there.
I'm glad we're keeping the whistles
Yeah,
away.
surprised no call.
Yeah. That was the first period that would have been a call.
That would have been a double minor in the first period.
Gary Bettman's like, we're looking a little too suspicious here. We're getting some complaints from CHR, and we need to keep the penalties to a minimum from this point forward. Copy. Got to have that South Florida lead. Got to get back-to-back South Florida chips here. We cannot allow
Bennett
Canada to win.
Who is that? Just took a run at Podkolzin.
Uh-oh. My spidey senses are tingling. Here we go. Here we go.
What Sam Bennett? Oh my gosh, Sam Bennett. Oh my gosh.
What a play on the break.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness gracious. My goodness.
Tell me that guy's not worth $10 million. Fucking yeah,
KD.
right.
KD, open up the checkbook, my guy.
Look at this guy.
Wow.
And by the way, on the same shift, taking a run at
hit.
that was what I was talking about.
Get down.
Taking a run at a guy,
RKO'd.
then goes the other way and just
And his name is
absolutely
John Cena.
undresses Stuart Skinner.
And look at this play.
Terrible
Look
play
at
at
that
the
play.
line. Whose turnover was that?
Probably Boosh. Was it? Probably no. What a goal by Bennett. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, how many stick handles was
he
that?
He put Skinner in a blender.
Roofed it.
He shimmy Skinner. Just ended the man's career.
This Florida team's
was that
different.
Colson? I think
Florida
he had the turnover.
different. Yeah, Cats in 5, Lamau. Oh, now everyone's catching on.
No, now you're seeing it.
Hey,
How could you guys say that?
We were doing this talk in the first intermission, all right? For the record. We realized this at the start of the game.
Yeah,
we came in with an entirely different energy
minute.
today.
And I was like, wait, why the hell did I pick the Oilers to win? What the fuck is wrong with me? You know why I picked the Oilers? Because, I'm still confused how they beat the Knights and Stars in 5 games. I'm still trying to work that one out.
And so now it's like, in this situation, it's like everyone is hyper aware of the fact that if the Oilers come back, it's gonna be
through McTry.
It's obviously like
it's not gonna be
you
through
have no
TSN,
hope
Mark.
of hoping depth scoring is gonna come back a 3-goal.
It's not gonna be through Trent Frederick and Kasperi Kapanen.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be through Brett Kulak and Stu. No, sir. It's gonna come through McTry. And you know what? Even after this game, it still wouldn't shock me.
This is where, oh my gosh, look at this work from the Florida fourth line.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is where the Florida guys start taking runs at people.
Yeah, when
the game's out of reach.
This one you go for the kill here. Yeah.
We're gonna start seeing a lot more stuff after the whistle. Guaranteed.
Some more room for activities. So much room for activities.
Who else ready for this comeback? I mean, me, because that means Connor McDavid is going to walk on water and Leon Draisaitl is going to do something with his eyes closed. Yeah. So I'm here for it. This Bennett fella's kind of good at hockey. Daniel, this Bennett guy might be pretty good.
14 goals. 14.
It's a pretty solid guy to have as your 2C,
He's your leading producer. He's got 20 points.
He's an okay second-line center, I'll say.
You listening, Mr. Davidson?
Corey Crawford was overrated. Where'd that come from?
Oh, not this. Don't engage with those crow takes. Don't engage with those takes aren't even worth entertaining. They're just not even worth.
He's got like the best save percentage amongst all Blackhawks goalies.
Yeah, look what happened to the Hawks in 17-18 when Crow went down with an injury. I mean, they had a hot start that year. He went out with an injury, and they had nothing after that. So. Yes, he was good. A lot of it was because of the team in front of him, but they also needed Crow. Don't engage with those takes, man. Yeah, I can't believe people still make those arguments.
Crawford has ridiculous. A higher save percentage than all the Hall of Fame goaltenders that have
I think his save percentage is equivalent to Hank's.
He has a 918.
918, the same as Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really overrated that Crawford.
He won 2 Stanley Cups.
But that was the thing that annoyed me the most during those cup runs is the amount of fans that didn't give Crow their due. A lot of them have switched up now after the fact. The Hawks haven't had a true goalie since then. Hopefully Spencer Knight will be that guy, but no, Crow was that guy. He was him. Fucking right, Chicago.
All right, but you don't have a career 918 because you have a really good two-way center in Jonathan
It's not solely
Tays.
because of the
It's not
team
how
in
it
front of you.
works.
It's not
Your save
solely
percentage
because
is
of the
based
D.
off of all the shots you face. So,
Yeah, you can make the argument for goals against average. The goals against average is more of a team stat than a goalie stat, but save percentage, yeah, you can't. If you have a 918 career save percentage, you were a good goalie. Are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah,
you know how hard that is?
Yeah,
Come on.
The guy had a 918 and won 2 Stanley Cups, and we've
can't
got people.
believe we still see
we've got
those
people
arguments.
slandering him in chat. That is
Unreal. That's
how
ridiculous.
could that be overrated?
People just try to be different, man.
He had like 3 Hall of Fame defensemen in front of him. I think that's a weak argument. I don't think
I love Brent Seabrook and Nicholas Jalmerson. I'm not really sure the Hall of Fame is calling for those. Duncan Keith, yes. Duncan Keith, multiple Norris trophies. That's an Hall of Famer. If we're sending, to be fair, if we're sending Corey Perry to the Hall of Fame, yeah, I probably should get the tickets ready for Seabrook and Hammer.
True.
Nicholas Jalmerson, one of the best defensive defensemen of that era, probably the best defensive defenseman of that era.
Ever.
And Seabrook was a perfect complement to Keith. There's no question the Hawks' defense in front of Crow is good, but
what a hit there from Draisaitl.
that goes for any team, though. You have to have a goalie, too. I see that a lot, even with like the Devils and like.
J Red just said, "Sorry guys, bad take. I'll eat that one."
I see your point. I see the point you're making.
That. He just gets everyone fired up, and then is like, "All right, my fault, boys."
Like, to be fair, yes, did the team in front
Love
of Crawford
that,
play have a big impact? Yes, it did. But let's not act like it was all the team.
McDavid
it goes
just
both ways. It goes both ways.
McDavid just got launched. No worries, J Red. No worries.
No, I'm happy to hear it's different. That's the whole point of this.
Seabrook could have a shot at the Hall. Yeah.
I think, yeah, Seabrook has a shot. I wouldn't say I think he's first ballot, again, same as Perry. First ballot Hall, very good, maybe later in his career. He'll have to wait. If he's a Hall of Famer, he'll have to wait for it. There's an argument for Seabrook. I don't know if he's, Hall of Fame.
Oh,
but
that one bounced, and that was a dangerous one from the point.
I just think the Hall of Fame should be more selective, man. Like, I feel like it's gotten too, they're just kind of letting anybody in there these days.
If you've made an appearance at 2 All-Star games, you're in the Hall of Fame.
If you're a Hall of Famer, you should be considered like one of the best players ever played the game of hockey. As much as I love Brent Seabrook, I wouldn't say he's one of the best defensemen ever played the game of hockey. Like, really, is good a number 2. Like, is Devon Tays a Hall of Famer? Like, you know what I mean? Like, very good behind Cale Makar. Very good. Not a Hall of Famer. Like, it's the same type of idea. An outstanding number 2 guy, but not a number 1.
I got a buddy that's a Bruins fan and doesn't want either team to win because he thinks Marchand is a traitor and McDavid is overrated.
How
and
are the Bruins
better
fans?
than
I wouldn't
him.
be rooting for Marchand.
Thoughts on this insanely awful take?
If you're a Bruins fan,
I mean, that guy needs to get drug tested immediately. I don't know what he's on, but I want some of it.
It's not Brad Marchand's
McDavid
fault
overrated and Marchand being a traitor. He got shipped out of town.
If you're McDavid overrated, if you're still calling that in 2025, like, you're just trying to be different, my guy. There's no argument there.
Born and raised in the burbs, born and raised on crack.
Yeah, that's just not a take worth divulging in. It's just
Tell your friend and not just
I think we got some rage baiters today. Yeah. To be fair, I am easy to rage bait.
He should go watch the NBA.
Yeah, sounds like an NBA guy. No, people just look at.
I just disagree with.
You still see those casual arguments. You're going to see it too after this final, where it's like if the Oilers lose again, it's like, oh no, Connor McDavid, 10 years in his career, no championships. Like, hockey's a team sport. It's not the NBA. Like, the amount of championships and cups you have, it's like not really like it doesn't really mean, a factor in the equation of how good of a hockey player you were. Like, I don't know.
Is the current score more a result of Edmonton lacking depth or Bob playing out of his mind?
I would say a mixture, but I would say more the depth. I mean, Bob's been damn good. Don't get me wrong. Definitely. I mean, he's light years ahead of Stuart Skinner. I mean, look at the shots in this game; they're even. But I would say Florida's had the higher quality looks.
Way better looks.
Yeah, way better looks. So I would
power play hasn't been clicking. Like,
I wouldn't say Bob's been in. He's been good in this game. I think game 1 he was in. He almost stole that one.
Yeah.
He's been good today. I wouldn't say he's stealing. No. This is Jeff. The Cats are just outplaying the Oilers.
He had like a really good glove save on Bouchard.
No kidding.
He launched,
I did not see that. McDavid could absolutely.
By Ekblad, that's a big boy.
Oof. Those two are always chirping each other back in the day. They're always tweeting each other back. Yeah, 14, 15, number one picks. No. Oh, please just be precautionary. Oh, no. McDavid going to the bench.
No, going to the locker room.
Oh, now this is going to really prove our point. Let's see this Oilers team without.
Yeah, let's see him dig. Let's see him dig in and get back.
Let's see who's going to step up here.
Frederic is going to claw back in this one.
TSEM mark, a legacy game. Adam Henrique 2C. Yeah, have fun with that.
The over's going to hit because Edmonton's going to get dominated.
Hopefully it's just precautionary, man. Bob,
Is
okay,
Bob
now,
okay?
now,
That was an amazing
now Bob's
save.
looking. He's looking pretty insane now. Yeah,
that
Bob's
was crazy.
Yeah, Bob's standing on his head now. I see the point. Yeah, I see the vision. Yeah. Well, you know you got to step up. Oh, he's back. He's back. All right, we're good.
Holy shit, he's back.
He's back. He's
oh
good.
my
He's
gosh,
fine.
that was going to ruin my night.
I had a feeling it was just a checkup. Yeah, he had to take a piss. He's back. Yeah.
If he left for good, you can just, give
Why
the trophy
even-
to Florida.
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah.
Don't bring it back to Edmonton.
Yeah. What a save by Bob.
He had it and he just tumbled on
I don't
his
see
back.
Stu doing that. I do not see Stu doing. I think that's a big thing too. Like that is the goaltending difference here. I mean, what is that? It's giving me crazy eyes there. He's back. He's back on the ice.
He has risen.
He has risen. I like the Lord and
McDavid
Savior
just
is
went
back.
and took
He's resurrected
steroids.
after the third day. Game 3, he's resurrected. All right. He's probably watch him do something now. Watch him have him. Yeah.
McDavid just went to the locker room to listen to CHR live stream so he can hear Lee and my McDaddy chants.
He wanted to hear us glaze
Lee
him.
read my
That's all I
McDaddy
needed.
chants.
He just needed a little bit of motivation, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes you
Need
just
some therapy, you know?
sometimes you just need to hear me screaming. To
Oh,
just,
boy. Imagine that intermission speech. Right fucking now.
Stuff attempt, Barkov.
Right fucking now. Dig in.
Florida's going to score again. I guess I do need it to be Barkov.
Here he comes.
Good
Shut
stick.
down.
Good stick from Forsling.
Yeah. Man.
Good keep from Edmonton.
Here we go. McDavid the
Leon.
Draisaitl. Gives him the old shimmy, the shake and bake. Rings it around.
Yeah, I mean, this is just when it starts to feel overwhelming because
Yeah.
it's like those guys
Saved by Bob.
aren't looking like non-human.
When those two aren't like when McDavid and Draisaitl are human, the Oilers got no shot.
Yeah.
It's
against this team.
yeah. It must be said so far in this game. I will say, yeah, they haven't. Neither of them have been particularly like whoa, you know.
Whoa, Eddie Olczyk.
Oh, Eddie Olczyk reference. Damn.
Did he have aura?
Oh yeah, Olczyk's got that. I could see a little bit of that Frank Nazar aura going on there in his early days. Yeah.
Get McDavid an earpiece for CHR streams during the games. He's gonna be like, we do have depth.
McDavid could be like our
No,
like
you
Rogers.
don't,
We just
Connor.
have him on as like a guest. Well, yeah, McDavid would be the first guy to like counter argue that like, oh yeah, no, it's not just me and Dry, like it's just you and Dry, my guy.
It's like, dude, no, I promise you, it is.
You don't have to be a leader off camera. You know, you can just admit it. Like, yeah, dude, it's all you, my guy. Well, because those two elevate guys, not just in what they do on the ice, but just in their words and their actions. Like they lead. Mm-hmm. This isn't Matthews and Marner here. Like
No,
they
no,
elevate.
no.
They elevate the group around them.
They've mastered the entire game.
Yeah.
They do everything.
They
They're
just
great
get
at
it.
everything.
They have that winning mentality. They
Yep.
just have it. You either have it, you can't teach it. You can't teach that. You know, you either have that mentality, you either got it or you don't.
Oh.
You know? Yeah. Here we go. Finally, Edmonton,
this is
decent
some good work
forecheck
from
here.
Edmonton.
Finally, a couple good shifts here. They needed it. Make this
Bouchard.
if you can, make it a 2-goal game by the end of the period, you have a shot.
Good work from Seth Jones. Watch him just carry this up, dump it in himself, go for a change. Solid work from Seth Jones there.
No comment. Here come the Oilers the other way.
I think Davo is tired. I mean, he played 35 minutes in game 2.
To be fair, they did have a whole weekend off. But yeah, that does have an impact.
It's catching up.
Yeah, it's Oh, because they have to play him that much. They have to play. They have to overplay those guys.
Yeah.
If they want any chance. And yeah, that's going to have an impact as the series develops. There's a reason they have those 2-day breaks in the cup. Yeah. You want those guys playing at their best. You don't want them banged up and tired and, you know. Oh, boy.
Oh, awkward one.
Skinner.
Nice play from Skinner, honestly.
A little hesitant there, but that was the right play.
Yeah, you couldn't have not. Like, if you just
had to do that,
you probably would have been cooked.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Here comes Ford the other way again.
Right.
Nice D there. Good stuff. They'll get the puck out, though.
Nope.
Mikkola keeps it in.
Looking for a redirection. Didn't find it.
Just some sloppy play here.
Oh, Nosek just takes a hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here's Seth.
Seth passing to the Jersey Mike side of the boards. That's not a player. Jersey Mike's not a player, Seth. That's an ad on the...
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Well, that breakout pass to Draisaitl was just, not in the wheelhouse there.
Nope.
I'm already going to start having this discussion. It all depends how long the series goes. I still think it's going to be a 6-7 gamer, but it's like, dude, I mean, McDavid still has 11 more points than anybody on the Panthers. You don't think it could happen again, could it? You don't think it could happen again, where if the Oilers lose this cup, McDavid wins the Conn Smythe again? You think that could happen again?
I mean...
Or does Bob get it this time? I feel like Bob would have been their guy last year.
I think they'll probably give it to somebody on Florida, but...
Could you imagine?
I mean...
Has that ever happened?
How many points does he have?
He has 31. I think he needs to get close to 40, I think, again. He had 42 last year. If he could get around 40 in a 6-7 game series, and he needs to up the production a little more probably, but it's not out of question.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny. I don't think it happens, but it's a fun thought experiment. Because for the Panthers, it's like there's just so many arguments here, man. Like for Conn Smythe, you could argue Bennett, you could argue Marchand, you could argue Verhaeghe, Barkov.
For me, it's Bennett.
Bob.
For me, it's Bennett.
You take Bennett over Bob.
He's been dominant all playoffs long.
Yeah, it's fair. Oh, even some of these third line guys, like you could argue like 10 guys on this Florida team. There's 2 guys you could argue for on the Edmonton team. That's the difference. That is the difference. We have a team versus a group of a duo of superstars. That's the difference. That's this final, man.
Um, 2015 Hawks versus 2025 Panthers. 2025 Panthers, dude.
You really think the Panthers would take the 2015? Oh no. I respect the fact that. To Chuck Neely for goal there. I respect the fact that you're willing to put your biases aside. It's something that I sometimes struggle with. Nah, I'm still taking the 2015 Hawks. You would not be watching the 2025 Panthers right now if not for the 2015 Hawks.
Correct.
They showed the way.
Well, of course.
But you would say they're the upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
let's do some comps here. Okay.
Yeah. What was that 2015 third line?
Oh shit. I hate to have to look this up.
They definitely. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
2-on-1. Is it Sam Bennett again? Oh, he just missed the net.
I mean, it's hard to beat Keith Sieber, Cameron O'Dea, top 4D.
Yeah, it was
that's hard to beat that.
It was nasty. But
top 6, I think the Hawks clear.
This top 4D is nasty too.
I mean, Kane Tays at their best man, Big Hoss, Sharpie. That team had what?
This team's deeper. This team's deeper than that 2015 team.
Maybe a slight edge on O, but I think...
Because what was the third... Oh, actually, I guess that third line was
was that the year they had
wasn't it like Vermette? Wait, actually, that third line might have been Vermette, Sharp, and Teravainen. That was
and then
gross.
Brad Richards was on that team.
Brad Richards was on a line with Kane most of that run.
Yeah.
So it was like...
Bickle was probably the fourth line somewhere. Kruger was fourth line. Dogs definitely had the better fourth line. Top 6 pretty close, maybe slight. Panthers made better third line. Top 6 pretty even. Hawks D though clears. I'm sorry, like
it's close.
And net Crow and Bob pretty close.
Yeah.
Maybe a
It's close, man. It's close.
Slight, ever so slight edge to Brawls. Ever so slight.
It's close.
I mean, Maurice is honestly a lot of comps to Q there, honestly.
2015 Hawks would destroy this Panthers team. That's
I'd be
not
close.
true. That's not true.
I do think
it would be a series. What are you talking about?
I would take the 2015 Hawks, but I think it'd be a 7-game series. I think it'd be really close.
Wallman's shooting
Really
water at
close.
the Panthers bench.
I think you're not giving this Panthers team enough credit. Even if this guy's someone who favors the Hawks, like I think it'd be pretty freaking close. Not to mention the fact that it's 10 years later.
This Florida team is going to go down as like the same conversation as the Blackhawks. You can't say that.
They still need to do it, though.
Team would.
They still need to do it. They haven't done it yet.
That Blackhawks team would kill this team. That's absurd.
It'd be close. But I do give the
Vermette, Tavo. That's nasty.
Wait, that actually matches up pretty damn well.
It was a young Tavo.
Rookie year Tavo.
I'd still take this third line, but it's close. That's a damn good third line.
Vermette was perfect in that role.
Was the second line Richards, Kane, and Saad?
Yes, that was the second line. Then it was Tassos.
Bickle?
Who was the other guy? Tassos.
Who was first line on 2015?
Who am I missing? Well, Bickle in the playoffs is a different animal, and honestly, wouldn't shock me.
But they were definitely moving around. So Saad and Sharp were definitely playing on that first line.
Sometimes it'd be Sharp. As long as Kane's guys would always flop around. Kane never really played with consistent line mates. So they just put anybody with Kane.
Wallman squirting water on Jones is out of pocket. Yeah, for real. This third period is going to get nasty.
I think the top four D. I think the top 4 D is a difference for me. I think Dunk, Siebes, Hammer, and Oduya would eat this Panthers team alive.
But the top 4D for the Panthers
it's good, but it's not. It's not. There's a okay. So we got Forsling, Ekblad, Mikkola, and Jones.
I think this is the most solid top 4 we've seen in.
But I don't think that's as good as the Hawks top 4D. You're not going to tell me that's like. No.
I mean, I understand.
Brother, Seth Jones is right there.
yeah. I mean, Seth Jones is playing 35 minutes and over 30 minutes a night in the Stanley Cup final. Like, I know you don't like him, but
yeah, I think I'll take Dunks. Thanks. Thank you very much. Please and thank you.
Seth Jones, that's not the Dunks. That wouldn't be the comparison, though. It would be Seth Jones and Oduya.
But, Seth Jones has been playing the most minutes, though. Like Dunks.
But Forsling and Ekblad are still the top pair.
I know, but in terms of ice time and the usage,
it's the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks top 4 was better. Yes.
Yes. And goaltending close, narrow edge to Bob. I got to see exactly what the top 6 looks like to make a further judgment here. I should be able to recall. 10 years wasn't that long ago.
Bickle, Richards, Hossa second line.
I don't know that one.
No, that's not true. Kane was always on the second line.
Okay, should be able to find a lineup.
It's not like Kane and Taze were playing together most of that playoffs. That never happened.
Oh, Kane and Taze, it's you ideally you want to split them up like McTry. They could be a nuclear option, but you wouldn't be playing.
Yeah, they were on the power play together.
I'm probably not getting exact lines, but I could probably figure it out if I just get the roster in front of me.
That 2015 Hawks power play was nasty. I don't know what the exact stats are, but they were fucking good. And Richards was on the first unit. It was like it was Taze, Kane. I want to say it was Taze, Kane. It might have been Taze, Kane, Richards, and then Keith Seabrook.
That's that's not even fair.
Yeah,
that's not even fair, dude. Look, I'm trying to piece this together here.
Kane and Hossa would swap spots a lot.
Yeah.
Q always changed the lines on the fly.
Well, Q was a huge. I mean, he invented the line blender before anybody. He would always mix and match the lines like nuts. He had the facilities to do so. Unlike guys.
But Kane was a staple on the second line. I'm not taking this.
That's a really freaking good depth.
I'd be willing to bet that Kane played more on the second line than he did on the first line.
Don't forget that Shaw is he. I guess.
Saad, Taze, and Kane, according to Bleacher Report.
That sounds. Saad, Taze, Kane.
I've just
gone. I recall seeing Kane, Richards, and Saad a lot.
Posting content for the CHR Instagram. I've gone back and watched all the goals from these runs so many times that there were so many goals that it was not Kane, Taze, and Saad out there together.
Well, I think the difference is the Panthers have more clearly defined trios, whereas the Hawks are kind of flip flop a few times.
Yeah.
Which I think that's an asset too. You can kind of don't have to play the same lines every night. You kind of swap them around, make adjustments. The Cats kind of do that too, though. Not, I'd say, as frequently, but Maurice isn't quite the Quimville line blender guy, but he'll make adjustments. I think they match up pretty well. I do think the 2013 Hawks would. I think that would be a little more, no question, Hawks. But
look, I think the Dynasty Hawks versus this Florida team would be an amazing series.
Yeah, I think that'd be a banger. 2015 Hawks, I mean, as good as that team was, I mean, probably were I don't know. I was going to say they're the weakest of the 3 cup teams, but kind of the playoffs, I don't know if they really were. I think that was probably the best playoff team, though, of those. The 13 team was the most dominant.
I thought that was the weakest cup opponent of the 3.
The Lightning team was pretty good.
Not as good as the Boston team or the Flyers.
2010 that was more of that 2010 Flyers kind of had a bit of a insanity run. I would take the 15 Lightning over the 10 Flyers.
So many guys, though.
I mean, but look at what, I mean, yeah, I know, so I've moved on, but look at what that 15 Lightning team, kind of a lot of those core guys were still a part of that, their version of Florida of the 2 cups in 2021. Not a lot of them, but some of them, like the core guys,
Yeah. But
the Kucherovs and the Hedmans and the Vasies. And,
half of that Flyers team ended up just turning into the LA Kings team that we played for the rest of
That's actually
like Richards and Carter going to LA.
I would say Boston, Tampa, Flyers in terms of strength of opponents. That's for me. There's that 13 Bruins team was right after that 11 Cup team was pretty similar. Matched up pretty well. That was probably the closest of a 6-game series. The fact they all went to 6 games too is pretty amusing. Mm-hmm. Never had to worry about 7, so there's always a little less. Imagine a game set. There was pretty close. Yeah, there's arguments there. But I would say in terms of ranking the Hawks teams, it'd probably go 13, 10, 15. Yeah. Overall, not just like the Cup,
I think I'd go for Blackhawks. I think I'd go 13, 15.
You would rank 15 out of 10.
Yeah, I think so.
That 2010, man, like
that team was special.
Imagine they could have kept that group together. I mean, I know they went on to win 2 more cups, but like it could have been maybe more than 2 if they lost a lot, man. It's impressive they were able to recreate that. But they had as long as you have that core group intact, as long as
the
you fill
acquisitions in 15 of Richards and Vermette were just so big.
Which is the one thing I'll give Stampo credit for. It's like if he has a team in front of him, he can make those kind of depth acquisitions.
And
he can do
going
that.
To the box.
But he can't build like a team of core guys. He can't build anything from scratch. If he's given something, he'll eventually fuck it up. But he'll probably win something before he fucks it up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
More penalties.
Oh, not again. Here we go.
Wallman and Marchand. Yeah, Nurse getting upset like he didn't. It was like, bro, it's 4 cross checks in a row. Like, oh my gosh, idiots, bro! What are you doing?
This Panthers team plays a style that didn't exist in the 2010s.
Hey, that's...
I don't know about that.
What are you talking about?
If anything, I think they played more like the style that was used in the 20... What hockey were we watching back in the day?
Yeah, no, you're just... this Florida Panthers team is just 2010s hockey in the 2020s.
Yeah.
That's
if anything, I think teams might have to go back to 2010s hockey after watching this Panthers team. Like, I think they found the meta. Found the meta.
That's all the NHL was just insanely good...
defensive, physical...
Yep.
Depth hockey. Dump and chase.
Good goaltending.
You could roll 3-4 lines.
Yeah,
like
that's
you're not relying on a bunch of top end star power.
Yeah.
Like it was defense winning championships, not offense.
Yeah,
like those Penguin. After there was some adjustments there, but that started to change in like maybe the late 2010s. But like the early to mid 2010s, this is what you saw.
Yeah,
I feel like. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Like everybody's acting about this Panthers team. Like, dude, like this physical hockey was the norm back in the day.
Yeah,
isn't it some like out of the blue concept? Like but you bring it to the modern game, and so it looks different because nobody else is really playing like that anymore. It's just a different game today, so it just looks out of place. It's not like everybody's playing that way now. So I don't know.
It's the end of the second. 4-1 Florida. They're going to have a minute and 16 seconds
As
of
if they
paper
need more
time
help
to
in
start
this
the
one.
third. Yeah,
my
Edmonton team
my
getting
5-3 Oilers
frustrated.
prediction. That really cooked at that one. What'd you say? 4-2.
Yeah.
Damn, you might be spot on. Shit. Lee getting something right and me in an Oilers series. That doesn't happen every day.
I'm all right every once in a while.
Yeah. Hey, Oilers could still get that road split in Game 4, and I'll feel good. But
2030 Hawks versus 2013 Hawks in a 7-game series. 2030
I will say, if the KD plan comes together of all these prospects, we could have something special here.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very, very hard. I hope people have their expectations in check. Just because we have the savior, it's going to be hard to replicate that, Just give me one. The rest is a bonus. But
Hawks was entirely chip and chase. Not necessarily.
Thank you, nice. Thank you. It looks new because every other team changed their play. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's exactly,
Correct. That Hawks team was a pretty heavy puck possession team. That was the narrative against Boston.
With Justin saying defense wins, the reason why McDavid won't win the cup. No, the reason why the Oilers won't win the cup. Don't put this all on McDavid. Well, I guess maybe that's the point you're making is McDavid is a team, but I don't know. That's not his fault. He's doing everything he can, my guy.
Now we can't expect a dynasty, bro. We were so lucky to get what we had.
You can't expect it.
Yeah, of course.
But I think you can't expect a cup.
Yeah.
You can absolutely expect a cup with Connor Bedard era Hawks.
You can hope for a dynasty, and you can demand a dynasty.
Don't expect a dynasty, but you can hope. Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
Yeah, I was about to say this Oilers team is the perfect representation, but
yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying.
It's hard to win in this fucking league, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the two best players playing on, or maybe 1 and 3.
We were spoiled,
playing on the same team, and they have not won a Stanley Cup.
We were spoiled. I think that's a problem, though, is then it makes childhood you see that and makes you think, oh, he could easily just do that. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Really hard to do that, once, let alone twice. So, yeah, like I said, win one cup, anything after that's a bonus.
Rank these four teams.
Oh, I see what you're gonna do.
The Dynasty Blackhawks, the Penguins teams from like 16-17 or 17-18, whatever they won.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay team that went back to back, and this Florida team.
Well, last place is the Tampa teams because I just think I have some heavy asterisks in regards to. I'm sorry, people aren't going to want to hear this, but yes, those teams were loaded. Also, some, one of them was a 2020 COVID bubble. That was an entirely new season. Within a season, that was like months after the actual season. That was completely different hockey with no fans in the crowd. 2021 was like the shortened COVID season. We were just playing teams in your division, and they had to play They had to play the Dallas Stars and the Montreal Canadiens in both those finals. Solid teams, but I'm not going to put them at the level of those other three you mentioned. I'd say 4, those Tampa teams. That might be an unpopular one. 3. Well, this work gets tough. And you know what? This is going to ruffle some feathers, but I think I'm going to put those.
Pittsburgh!
Yes,
Pens.
Sir. Again, same argument. 2016, they had to play who? It was the Sharks. That was the Predators. Again, weak opponents. Weak opponents.
Yeah, compare those teams to other teams that have lost.
Yeah, I think if you put those offensive...
This Oilers team is beating both those teams.
If you put those offensive Pens teams versus those Hawks teams, the Hawks wipe the floor with them.
Yeah.
Wipe the floor with them.
I agree with that.
The Kane Tays Hawks teams decimate the Crosby Malkin teams. Call me biased. I do not care.
Yeah.
We do not care.
I agree.
We do not care. Number 2... I'm going to put the Panthers 2 and the Hawks first. I'm a Hawks... I'm sorry. I'm biased. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
I'm sorry.
Hawks, Panthers, Penguins, 50 feet of shit, then Lightning, and their Mickey Mouse Cups.
I'm glad that, maybe they're seeing the vision. Okay, I thought that was going to ruffle some feathers. I'm
1
glad.
Dynasty Hawks, 2 Pittsburgh, 3 Panthers, 4 Tampa Bay. The only right ranking completely.
I think you could argue.
I think this Florida Panthers team is. I mean, what metric are you saying that? Oh man, dude.
I think you can make the argument though.
Yeah, I guess, but he said it so definitively that it makes me want to argue.
I think that's the debatable. I think the number 1 and number 4 slots are no question Hawks, Lightning. I think 2 and 3 you can make some arguments.
If Pittsburgh had to get through this Florida team, I think they would have had a tough time.
I do think the Hawks had much harder Western Conference final opponents. They had a much harder path than those Pens teams did. And notice,
every year the West was always better back then.
Yeah. Dude. We had to go through all three.
That was Wallman.
All three of those California teams, the Sharks, Kings, and Ducks, were absolute freaking juggernauts at the time.
And then before that, like, not to mention like the Wings, the Wings, the Canucks, and then
who the Penguins have to go through?
You had the Blues in your division.
The regular season Merchant Capitals, I know they won in 2018. That you got one. The Bruins, I guess, they were always a threat.
If it weren't for us, the LA Kings would have had a dynasty.
Yeah.
That would have been,
Well, it could have been a three-peat, but yeah, we were robbed of a Hawks-Pens final. 1,000% robbed. Like that would have been this on steroids. Crap, sorry. That would have been this on steroids. Like those prime Hawks teams versus those prime Pens in the Cup final would have been the hockey of all time.
I think this Oilers team beats the Sharks and the Preds teams that the Penguins beat in the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, well, there's a reason. Like those are the years that offense won championship. Yeah, because they had weaker opponents. Like, I think that's a fair point. Yeah. The Oilers have had the misfortune of having to face off against this Panthers squad.
Yeah. This Panthers team is beaten. Okay. I need to not get ahead of myself.
What were you going to say? I feel you're going to make an argument. Wait a minute, that would not have supported my point.
No,
so I'm not going to make the argument.
No. I was going to say this Panthers team has beaten the best player ever in the Stanley Cup final twice.
The problem is the rest of the team after that. But yeah, I see your point. I mean, there's other teams that have had quite a hard time with them, right? Yeah. Well, we're not done yet.
I know.
We have a long way to go here, my guy.
That's why I stopped.
Yeah,
that's
fair
why
enough.
I stopped that.
Fair enough.
Then you made me say it.
I'm not gonna change my
the fucking Senators, but that series was somehow in 7.
The fact that Senators team took the Pens to 7 games.
Yeah, and wasn't it like double overtime?
They need Chris Kunitz to bail them out. Like, how the hell did they have such a hard time against them? Like, Hawks swept the 2010 Sharks. 13 Kings, they beat in 5 games to get to the Cup. 15, who they beat? The Ducks. That team was freaking loaded.
That team was so good.
The Hawks-Ducks series.
With surefire Hall of Famer Corey Perry, according to Chad.
Yeah, and Getzlaff and I'd say
Solani and Kessler.
Yeah, was Solani still there in 15?
I think
he was. Yeah, maybe. So. Yeah, I think he was. 20. Yeah, I think that you could argue that was the best series of any of those Hawks series. Was that 2015 Western Conference against the Ducks?
Yeah,
like I would put that right up there as one of the best.
Yeah,
that was how was that 10 years ago, my guy? Oh my,
so long.
I feel like an unk now. I'm in unk status.
We are unk status.
We're unks. We're reaching that unk stage.
Dude,
we're going to be watching a core players that are younger than us leading this Hawks team.
Yeah.
Like, the Franks and the Bedsies and the Misas and the, speaking of existence.
I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to keep firing off the hot takes tonight. I'd rather Sam Bennett at any dollar amount over Mitch Marner. I don't care.
At any dollar amount.
I don't care.
So you're saying if they pay them the exact same amount of money, you'd rather have Sam Bennett?
I'll take Sam Bennett.
The only little issue with your little statement there is say what you want about Mitch Marner, but he will get you to the playoffs. Will you win anything in the playoffs with Mitch Marner? Probably not, but you'll get there. Sam Bennett's great in the playoffs. Sam Bennett has to get to the playoffs. I don't think Sam Bennett's going to take you to the playoffs. Yeah, it'd be perfect if you could just merge them, right? Like you take Mitch Marner for the regular season, then you swap him for Bennett in the playoffs. Like that would be a perfect world, but unfortunately not quite work like that.
Just watch Lee's Wrigley Field short. You stop eating pies for New Year's. Dude, I've lost a lot of weight over the past few months here. A lot of weight.
Got to work on that.
That's so funny. Stop eating pies.
Merge them makes Frank the Take days are. You're goddamn right it does. Frank the Take breakout season is going to feed families. God, I love Frank the Take.
I know. I'm so excited.
Oh.
What about Kirill 97?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that thrown out there a million times. Like, it'd be great, but I just don't see a world that the Minnesota doesn't lock that guy up.
How you not give everything?
That's your literal franchise right there. Well,
it's going to have to be a fallout. It's going to have to be him not wanting to.
Yeah, so better hope the Wild just have, the worst season of all time
just pray
next
on their
year.
failure or just...
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, he hasn't won a series.
Look at everything Bennett does. Just cross-checking the best player on the other team in the back of the head.
Bennett's the perfect playoff guy.
I mean, he's perfect.
Yeah. Perfect playoff guy.
And I hate being sober.
That's right. Yeah, I love that. Huh?
Lee hasn't had a drink since March 3rd. It's not true.
Chief Keef reference.
But I have been drinking a lot less. Man,
These intermissions take forever, my guy. We're finally going to get a normal 60-minute game here tonight. No overtime tonight.
Yeah. Well,
we still got 20 left.
Unless fucking 97 and 29
decide to wake up here, yeah.
That's the thing is, like, do you shorten the bench here if you're Edmonton, or do you just kind of let this accept the loss?
I hate to say it. I think unfortunately, I think you kind of got to eat your lumps here. It's like, I know you do have you had the 2-day break before this one. You have another 2-day break. I mean, it's 3 goals. I mean, do you just kind of, no, not this time. No, you gotta go for broke. You gotta give yourself a chance.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, they're going to play. 97
so
29 are going to be out there every other
shorten
shift.
the bench, play 97 and 29 together as many times as you can.
Yeah, that's the play. I could see the strategy of being like, you know what, like let's just,
They're gonna have to double shift the fuck out of those guys. You're playing.
You're gonna
one shift. Yeah. You're playing together on a line, then you're having a shift off, and then both of them are going on their individual lines after. Like they should be playing. They should be out there for 3 of 4 shifts.
Yeah. At this point, I think the Oilers' best chance is like just putting everything they got into Game 4 because I think this one's over. But you're not gonna play like that,
Good night, Dad.
Yeah.
If you got to sign out, old man Carl, he's actually on status. He's
Good night,
sign
Mr.
out.
Grosman.
Would you say March 3rd is the most you have drinking since March 3rd?
March 3rd. What's this? Oh, I got it. I was wondering what the March 3rd was all about. I now know what the March 3rd is about.
What was it?
That was the stream, the Midwest Coast.
That
was March 3rd, right? Or was it?
Yeah, that probably
was around then.
Because it was like a couple days after my
birthday. It was around then.
Yeah,
that was something. That was something.
You got to have them out for the full 2 mins of PP. I mean, they pretty
I
much
was in a really good mood that week because Seth Jones was traded. Like, I was like over the moon over that week. Like, it was like I was like on space or something. Like, just like the euphoria, the Seth Jones
5th,
trade.
March
Sweeney
5th.
Reference. Yeah.
March 5th. Sydney Sweeney reference.
Euphoria, yeah. That'll be on the to-do list there. Yeah.
Working and listening. Grind
Did you purchase the bath water there? Was that on Lee Grosman's bucket list there?
I can assure everyone the Sydney Sweeney bath water was not on my Christmas list. Or
I'll have to save up for. I'm just kidding. That won't be on the agenda there.
My CHR ball knowledge doesn't miss, unfortunately. True. You do have elite CHR ball knowledge, Evan.
Oh yeah, no, he's him when it comes to CHR ball knowledge.
You know what would be funny is if we came up with like a quiz. A CHR ball knowledge
like lore quiz that only people who like our diehard watch every episode would get.
I chew on that bar of soap. That
comment from that does not surprise me.
That's a timeout.
You gotta go to hoarding jail, my guy. Yeah, you gotta send that. Give him a bonk,
Trevor.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Yeah, the Livia swimsuit cover does it for me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Fine God.
On God. This is what these intermissions do to you, man. This is what this cup final intermissions do. They just go on and drag on. Like, just give me the hockey, my guy.
Has anybody, you know how you guys were all slandering me for saying I'd take Boldy over Wyatt Johnston?
Oh, yeah. I'd take Boldy over Wyatt Johnston.
Yeah. Does anybody want to apologize for shitting on me for that take now?
Yeah, there's my cat, Tom. He's watching the game.
Oh.
There he is. Oh, they got the dual streams up with the game and us. Elite setup. Who's got the dual monitors going? Yeah. Who's got? I like it when people send us like their setups.
I know. Elia posts it on his story all the time. It'll just be his iPad posted there with the game in the background. That's elite.
Absolute cinema, as the kids say, as I say.
Saying bonk as if you. As if both of you wouldn't do the same. What? Put that bar of soap in my mouth? Yeah, Russell, I can confidently tell you I would not do that. Without question.
Probably not even the
that
actual
brother's starving.
I love that clip. Damn, that brother's starving. I see that like Twitter reactions all the time.
Yeah.
Or X. Nothing going on there the last little while. Yeah.
Speaking of X, an account posted a clip of CHR from the Charlie Roumeliotis.
How about that? Yeah, the Blackhawks focus. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's got 11K views.
Love to get those shouts.
Who would have thought Twitter's actually pretty good for...
Yeah, I think that clip's doing pretty good today, too, with the Blackhawk-centric clip. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was a good clip.
Yeah.
I think we had a hunch that us doing draft talk for Blackhawks
this time
on
of
a
year
clip
probably would be that's the
yeah.
play. That's the meta. Yeah.
It's what everyone wants to hear about.
Yeah.
I would ace that CHR test even if I was unconscious. It's reassuring to know that I'll be dead before Bedsy gets a Gretzky face. That is nice to know. I will probably also be dead before that happens. Waiting for Charlie to post with the CHR hat on. Zeet.
Oh, yeah, we're still working on sending them the complimentary CHR hat. We'll get there.
Yeah. Shout out to Mrs. Lynch. She's cooking. Kind of said, I'm not on Twitter. Kind of said, there's a crash out I watched live this weekend. How long after Kane and Tay's retirements do the statues get built up? And dude, start building them now.
Yeah,
I don't give a.
I would say
I don't give a shit.
Have them ready by like the day they retire.
Build
and unveil
them now,
them.
Will.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, build it and they will come.
They'll return to Chicago. Delusion. I think the Kane and Tay statues would be better defense than TJ Brody. Yeah.
Day of, yeah.
Just do it now.
Yeah.
Nah, they won't see that until they retire. Have it ready though, like the day they retire. Boom! Here's our Kane and Tay statues.
And honestly, I don't want it to be a joint statue of both of them. Like they might.
Oh,
do like
you know, it'd be nice the one with the holding the cup together, like the 16 shell cover.
Give them their own fucking statues.
Really?
Give them their own statues.
Dude,
That's what I want.
I mean, to Hall and Makita have separate. I mean, they're together, but like they're separate, right? I think. Yeah.
I want a Kane Heartbreaker,
and
then I want. I don't know, one of
Taze is like
used to do those celebrations where he'd go like one knee. He'd almost do like a lunge and he'd get super down.
Like the what's his name? Like the Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
And
he was like would scream.
Yeah. Tim Tebow was summoned.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the one of them more that come together. I think
You want the joint
you know what I'm
statue?
talking about. That's the iconic. Yeah, that's got to be that for me. Yeah.
They have to absolutely get their own. They got to start building them now.
Oh, the Dunks and Sieb statues, nah.
Taze lifting the first cup in 2010. That'd be a good one too.
Yeah, I think just Taze lifting the cup at home 2015, and then Kane Heartbreaker. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. That'll get the job done.
But yeah, I mean, like the two guys that are most responsible for half the Stanley Cups the organization has ever won. I think they're due for Keith. Maybe do a Keith and Seabrook joint statue. Keith Seabrook joint statue. Kane and Taze get their own. Kane's statue has to be the 2010 game winner. The thing with Kane is, I mean, the guy was so Showtime. We could go down a laundry list of moments or shots that you'd be like, that should be the statue. No Hossa statue. Maybe if they do, it's got to be the diving to one knees. To his knees after.
Are you kidding me?
Nashville.
Yeah, easy money.
Or his like punching celebration.
Oh, that's a good one too.
The
I know what you're referencing. Yeah,
everyone up.
The period is back underway.
Hossa was low key the first one to do everyone up.
It
was Hossa then me.
Yeah. I guess Hossa is your comp then, yeah. All right, back underway in the third period. 4-1 lead for Florida. They got about 30 seconds left in the peeper.
Barkov's going to send it in.
Is this the dagger?
Edmonton clears it the length of the ice. If Hossa gets a statue, Perry's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I was going to say, as much as I love Barry and Hossa,
I was hesitant.
If we're going to give Hossa a statue, like, just do a statue. Like, I want to see a Sharp statue. I want to see a Hammer.
Yeah,
I want to see a
Johnny
Dunks.
needs
I
a
want to see a
statue.
Keith. Like, everybody just gets everybody of that core 7 gets a statue. Everybody who's on all 3 cup teams gets a statue if we're going to be doing Hossa. Yeah.
It's Kane Tays and
It's
Keith.
Kane Tays. It's Kane Tays. And Betsy.
And Betsy.
Yeah. And Frank the Tank, maybe. I don't know.
Florida's going to have to fucking build a statue of Sam Bennett, and he's going to walk this summer, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be their way of keeping them. Like, here's your gift. Here's your,
please
here's your
say we'll
Statue
build
of
a
Liberty.
statue
Like,
for you.
yeah. Here's your Mona Lisa. Hang in the Louvre.
They could do like a big group statue. I'd be cool with that, Low.
You know,
Like a Hossa Sharp.
the one with like Hossa's jersey retirement with like all 7 of them together at the cup. I like that one.
Yeah.
That could be the statue.
How often does Kane reminisce about his time in Chicago during that dynasty? Every night before he goes to bed.
I'm sure he rereads his kid stories about the Hawks dynasty. And on this day,
I bet he watches his highlights back more than I do.
he definitely, before he puts his kid to sleep, he definitely shows them highlights every day.
Would you not?
Yeah, like that's the meta, man. Like it's like the Max Verstappen thing. Like you gotta start him young, you know? Yeah. Patrick Kane III will be a first round pick in the NHL. Yeah. He's got the genes, he's got the facilities, yeah. Be like, just you got to visualize it. Patrick Kane III. Here's my heartbreaker. Yeah. Here's 2010 Philly.
Oh my gosh. Is it another one? Where's DJ Khaled? They might as well have DJ Khaled announce the penalty. Another one.
Another one. All night with this, man. All night. Florida does not. I think they're good, man.
I try to show my 3-year-old cousin Kane highlights, and he wasn't interested. Disown him now.
Yeah, he's not your cousin, man.
Yeah.
It's not your cousin. Yeah, definitely. If I ever have a kid, yeah, Project Bedard. Yeah. That's power play number 10.
Jeepers.
Same as last game. 4 power plays for Edmonton, 6 for the Panthers. It's the same thing.
I'm just starting to get a little anxious about my under.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh. That one hit the pipe.
Yeah. Lee Grosman in the pipe. If his bet doesn't hit.
Wait, he's not my cousin. He's my nephew.
He's like your 5th cousin, like Adam McKenna. Like he's a cousin, but not by blood. Oh, wait, nephew. That would be blood. Yeah, no.
I understand. Lo, where you're at right now, I would make the same. I understand. I hear you, Lo. I hate YouTube and how they disrespect my GOAT. I type Patrick and it gives me Mahomes over Kane. L app. Yeah, it's disgusting. Also, but how have you not searched Patrick Kane before? Why is that not?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
like,
guarantee you, if
Saint
I
Patrick Kane
type
is
Patrick
the
on my
Patrick.
YouTube right now,
Oh, it's Patrick Mahomes.
it is. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Let me check for me. Let me check for me.
What account is? Oh, this is my Alithio account.
That's not your personal.
No.
It'll probably only say for me if it's Kaner. Should be. Kane.
I'll do it on my phone.
Yeah, Patrick Kane BHTV is my first. Patrick Kane funny moments. Patrick Kane highlights 2025. Patrick Kane undercover Hawk store. It's all just Patrick Kane.
All right, for me, it's Patrick Sharp because I did do a dump of him most recently.
Pause.
Whoa. But
Yeah, the Patrick Sharp dump. Yeah.
yeah.
4 to the power play.
That's out of play.
Who's next there? Oh, we got 17. I was checking who's next in the top 100 here.
Lee, remember to like the stream with your other account? I know.
Doug Wilson tomorrow. I'm sure that will do great.
It showed the Dan Patrick show for me. The Dan Patrick show. These are also generated responses by YouTube and not search history. No, my first few were search history.
Lee, my spidey senses are tingling here.
My
spidey senses.
Dude, stop! Please tell me it's Barkov
I just have a funny feeling we're going to see a peeper goal in a second here.
Tell me it's Barkov.
I just have a funny feeling.
Tell me, yes, good, he touches it. Make a pass.
Can't touch this.
Get an assist.
To Chuck. Back to Barkov. To Chuck. What a play!
Oh,
what a goal!
my gosh, what a goal.
Aaron
And it's not a Barkov assist. Oh, my.
5-1 Panthers. 5-1. Number 5, Aaron Ekblad. Goal number 5 for Florida. What a behind the back pass. Was that Reinhardt? You see that play made? Watch this. Down low. Yeah, it was Reinhardt. Watch this. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, what a play.
Look at Skinner. The puck was already, watch this. The puck's already in, and he's jumping.
I mean, what is he supposed to do there?
The puck's into that. Oh.
That was
You
unbelievable.
suck. Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do about that, though.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, here comes Pickard. Calvin
Holy
Pickard
shit.
is in the cup
Cal
final.
Pickard's back, baby.
Get ready to learn Chinese, Skinner. Guangdong Tigers. Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao.
I mean,
Here comes Pickard. That's the difference. This is your Scott Darling 2015. Calvin Pickard going to steal the series.
Skinner.
895 save percentage.
Skinner.
There you go. Yeah, that'll help. That's a message sending move there. Yeah. So that is. Skinner. You suck. That'd be the Predators are always doing that stuff.
Oh, it's so gutless, man.
Wow.
I'm not going to get my fucking under.
Is it 6.5 or 5.5?
It's 6.5.
One more.
There's
Florida's going to
16
screw
minutes.
you. Florida loves their 6-1 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Leafs.
No, they love their 6-2 wins.
Hawks love their 6-2 wins. You sick to see it.
No, Hawks love their 6-2 losses.
Yeah, true. Winter Classic. They had a couple 6-2 wins in there, too. Well, I think it was the Dallas, the Hall hat trick or whatever. That was a 6-2 win against the Preds, I believe.
They lost 6-2
the Betsy
against
Pond
Vancouver.
hockey. Yeah, the Hawks love their 6-2 scores, yeah. I think they lost 6-2 the Blues twice, actually. I think there was another time besides the Winter Classic. Oh, Connor Brown nearly with beauty.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
Oh, Forsling just blew a tire there.
Yeah. Didn't quite fasten the wheel on the pit stop. Didn't quite loosen those lug nuts there.
I mean, Edmonton just looks like defeated right now.
Yeah, they're there. And now I think you could say 4 goals, 50 minutes left. Just concede and rest up for game 4.
Yeah.
Rest the troops. McDavid, Drysdale, they don't need to, rest the troops. I don't think you're going to score 4 goals.
Reinhardt is back.
15
Yeah,
minutes.
nice. What happened?
Yeah. Looking pretty good now, eh? Yeah.
If he's washed, shit, what
To
am
be
I?
fair, I think we were also saying something wrong from before this game. So, yeah. We're not alone there.
I bet on him to score tonight.
It's
Problem
all
is,
your
I parlayed
fault.
it with
It's all
Barkov, and
your
Barkov
fault.
doesn't have a point.
5? Would you bet if you told me that the Panthers would be a 5 in the third period? You think Barkov would figure out something?
Yeah.
Does he have a
crazy.
point in this series?
Well, I mean, he got robbed tonight, so I mean, he contributed massively to that power play goal.
He contributed
and
off the score
and then,
sheet.
No, but then no. But then also the fucking Verhaeghe goal from Reinhardt.
a couple third assists
Or was it
in
the
there?
Reinhardt goal from Verhaeghe? I mean, no. He tackled when you said the ref should have gotten the assist. He made that play. He won the puck off that defenseman.
Yeah.
They didn't give him an assist for it.
That's robbery. Vegas robbing Barkov.
Yeah, Vegas robbing me.
Or Toronto, I guess.
It's all part of the script, boys. We get the first overall. Owner passes away, lose in the Winter Classic, then come the Cups. That was like a riddle I was not able to
The only
solve.
difference there is I believe those 07, 08, 08, 09 Hawks teams were a little bit better than the 23, 24, 20, 24, 25 Blackhawks. Just a smidge better.
Again.
Otherwise, yeah.
Anyone want Edmonton plus 40,000? Yeah, Edmonton plus 40,000 live. Worth a stab, anyone?
Yeah, Trevor, throw some money on that.
There you go, Trevor. Throw a buck on it.
Yeah.
Value.
Wait, Ford has another power play right now.
Yeah, they do.
Gary Bettman's rubbing his hands together. Oh, yeah. South Florida back-to-back. 6 straight finals in Florida. 4 cups for Florida teams the last 6 years. Yummy, yummy.
God. Oh, now is it?
And the only one that wasn't Florida was Vegas, and I guess the other one was Colorado. Yummy, yummy.
I just need time to start winding down as fast as possible and no one to score for the rest of the game. Thank you.
Oh. Darnell nursed into the boards. I'm here all night. 5 assists for Nate Schmidt, tied for most with Connor McDavid. That's not a graphic I would have expected to see at Game 3 here.
Didn't have that on your bingo
Nate
card,
Schmidt has
did you?
become a Cale Makar. Nate Schmidt for Conn Smythe.
Can make an argument.
What the odds are on that one?
I'm just kidding.
I'd probably bet them now. They're only going up, right? I'm mostly kidding, not fully.
These Florida Panthers are feeling it. They're going to score again.
Just for the hell of it. They don't take their foot off the gas, do they? They already got this game covered. Nah. More.
Oh, good
Overmore.
save, Pickard.
They're feasting. Oilers get it out. Panthers regrouping. Here comes the zone entry. To Chuck. To Barkey. Sparky got anything in store today? What's he got?
Ooh.
A shot from Schmidt. Barkov down low. Back to the point. Oilers get her out. What a humongous kill for the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, that's just a huge kill that I think.
Big for the
That
series.
definitely could get them back in this game here. Yeah. I mean, 4 goals in 12 minutes and 50 seconds. You never say never. I mean, we got ourselves a hockey game here,
Take
folks.
Live shot bets per minute? No, I'm not doing that.
And the Oilers have more shots. These actually shots are even. Shots are even, 26 apiece.
That's offsides.
That's the difference between Bobrovsky and Skinner. Now Pickard.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not betting on shots live. I'm not live betting shots.
Not even Lee is that much of a D-gen.
Yeah. Av've lost too much the past couple
2020
days.
might be the worst decade of cup winners. Yeah, Bolts, Avs, Vegas, Panthers, question mark. No, they're all going to come back. McDavid comeback will feed families.
Really good.
What, sorry?
That Vegas team was good.
Yeah. That was the one cup final I missed in my lifetime because I was over in Europe. So, yeah, I missed that one. But I think I was happy to not watch Vegas win a cup. I think that would have probably would have lost my passion for hockey. So, in my life, that really never happened. I never watched it, so it never really happened. It's just a blip on the radar. So, yeah.
Trevor, you realize every bet is going to have plus odds? Like every bet, every line is either plus or minus. Like a bet being plus odds does not make me take it. I have been getting shit on in these with these singles I've been taking, I will say.
Here's a little game. How far back can I go for the cup winners? Let's see. 20. Okay, so Cats, Vegas, Colorado, Bolts, Bruins, Caps, Pens, Hawks, Kings,
Bruins. It
Bruins,
was Blues,
Hawks.
not Bruins.
Did I say Blues?
Yeah,
Into
no,
my-
you said Bruins.
I swear I said Bruins. I'm
Yeah.
tired. You know what I mean. The
Yeah,
team
you said Bruins.
in 2019. Did I say Bruins?
Yep.
I meant Blues.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I meant Blues.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did. I'm not just. Where was I? 2010. Hawks. Pens, Wings, Ducks, Canes. 05. The lockout won that year. That was a hell of a team. The lockout. Bolts, Devils, Wings, Avs, Devils, Stars, Wings, Avs, Devils, Rags, Habs, Pens, Oilers, Flames, Oilers, Habs, Oilers, Isles, Habs. I think they won 5 straight, right? 4 straight or 5 straight. Then it was Flyers, 74, 75, 73. I want to say Bruins, 72.
Somebody just joined our stream for the first time. They think you have schizophrenia and I cannot talk.
72. It was 72.
How is he doing this?
71 was Bruins. 72. Who was 72? Fuck. Probably the Habs. That's a safe bet. 70 was the Habs. They beat the Hawks that year, I think. Or those the Blues, I think. 69.
True.
Nice. I know 67 was the least, but 68, 69. Blues lost 3 straight finals from 68 to 70. I'm aware, yeah. 68, 69.
I'm aware.
Yeah. I could tell you 68. I'm just going to guess the Habs. I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's
Bro,
probably.
just
I'd say
means-
67 to the least was probably the furthest I could get. Then you're just guessing original 6 teams at that point. From 67 on, where you're just guessing original 6.
Bro, I don't
Yeah.
know what you just did. That was crazy.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about, puck. Yeah. I have to show my knowledge every now and then because I see a lot of slander and I'm like, nah, I know my stuff.
Good to see Justin studied in college.
I'm a big history guy. I'm a history merchant. Everybody knows I'm a history merchant. Everybody's been saying it. I'm a tremendous history merchant. Maybe one of the best of all time in history, maybe ever.
Some say.
Some do say that. I find it sad when people don't say that.
Oh, no.
What a
Thank
block.
you for that block.
Yeah. Huge power play for the Oilers. I mean, I really think if you could score in this one, you could really get back in this game. I mean, 5-2, Chris Paul hitting you through
The Air Force.
Cut the lead to 42. We'll see if they could do it. I mean, this is like a serious changing moment right here, this power play. I mean,
Yeah, this is big.
this is it. This is the
Pivotal.
series right here, this power play. Yeah. See if the Oilers can cut the deficit to 3 here. Make this a hockey game. Can they do it? And
Damn.
There's absolutely nothing going on here.
Oh. I mean, how is that not a fucking...
I mean, I don't think Florida needs any more peeper help here. I think they got this one covered in the bag. Yeah, that will do it. That's all she wrote for that peeper for Edmonton. I mean, really could have got back in this one, but now I think the Cats are probably pretty safe now, I think, right? Yeah. About half the period left. Oh, boy.
Does Edmonton bounce back from this? How do they respond in game
That's
4?
the thing where it's like, this is the first, because the first 2 games were so even, right? I mean, this is kind of a blowout. I mean, no 4 goals, but like, for a cup game of these 2 teams of their caliber, this is basically a blowout game. So it's a tough game to bounce
this
back
was
from.
dominant.
But if any team could do it, and not any team, if any individuals, if any duo can do it, it's Big Try. I'm not going to write them off. I think it's going to be easy after this game. I think everybody's going to be saying it. Everybody's going to be saying it. The Oilers are cooked. They're done. Panthers going back-to-back. They got nothing.
Oh.
And now we're getting a
Oh,
scrum here.
wow.
Wow, this is...
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Greer is throwing shots at whoever that is.
I think it's easy to jump to those conclusions, but I'm liking this, though. If you're not going to win, at least show a little bit of pride and emotion, some pushback, This is old school brawl here. Look at this.
Yeah, these guys are all scrapping.
Glad finally some energy in this game.
Oh, Nurse and Gadjevich are actually throwing bombs.
Yeah, they're actually. It's like Nurse looking like John Wick out there, Mr. Wick.
Oh, nice right hand from Gadjevich.
It's not an easy guy to take down.
Oh, nice uppercut from Nurse. Oh, nice right hand. Couple of nice right hands from Gadjevich. Holy shit, man.
I saw a ballerina over the weekend,
right
a John Wick spinoff. Reminding me a lot of this right now with these brawls. Yeah. Shout out Ana de Armas. Big fan of her game. That's a good movie. John Wick made an appearance in it too. He was like a sub character. Big Keanu Reeves guy. Love Keanu Reeves. That's my boy.
That's your guy.
That's my guy. Keanu Reeves. It's my goat.
Nurse is washed. Dude, they're still chucking him.
Yeah, Nurses.
That was like a 3-minute fight.
The fact that, everybody always complains about, like Nurse makes like 9.25. He makes Seth Jones money. And he's worse than Seth Jones.
Good scrap. Yeah. Both those guys are bloodied.
Yeah. Well, finally something. Glad we were leaving here something, right? That old Denzel Washington me.
Nurse got rocked. Yeah. Darnell Nurse is going to Swiss cheese you. I don't even know what that possibly means.
I think Darnell is going to need a nurse after that one. I love these Darnell Nurse puns I've been making.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, I'm cracking myself up with that one. Yeah, Hockey Fights Instagram has finally got something. I'm sure Dan Gallant's loving this. Oh, I'm sure he is. Well, actually, this he's probably not loving. He's probably not loving the fact that his Oilers are down 5-1. He's not loving that, but he's loving that at least he'll get something to post on Hockey Fights. That's like a nice consolation prize to this game. I wonder what he's got to say right now.
I'm literally looking at his Instagram post right now of him shitting on the Panthers fans for apparently chanting "night" during the anthem.
With
Spencer Knight.
I
don't know if it's true or not, but that was just something he posted.
Yeah, I'll take Spencer Knight over Seth. Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, why would they be chanting Spencer Knight?
Well, I think that's what he's making fun of the fan base for.
Yeah, like what does he have to do with this? Do these guys really think that they just won this trade because, like, if the Panthers win the cup here,
you said Dan Gallant, right?
Yeah.
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 He's making fun of.
I know. Like, I was saying, of Panthers fans. Like, if the Panthers win the cup, I don't want to hear a bunch of people saying that the Panthers won the trade. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, they didn't lose the trade.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they could. I think I said it from the start. I think you said it too. It could be a win-win trade. Not every trade is win-lose.
Correct.
Like Spencer Knight could be our next Crawford on steroids. He could be our franchise goaltender. Like this doesn't change any of that. This doesn't change anything there.
I agree with you.
I mean, Seth Jones has been, what, the 10th best player on this team? Like, he's been a part of it. He's been a factor. But I'm not going to say the Panthers won the cup because of Seth Jones. Like, he was a part of this team. He helped. But
I think 10th best player is a little copium.
10th best. Okay, let's look at. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, shall we? All right. Let's do a ranking here. All right.
You can't just look at the amount of points.
I'm just using it as a reference tool. I'm using the points as a reference. Yeah. All right. Number 1, Sasha Barkov. Number 2, I know he's hurt. I'm still gonna say Tkachuk is your second best player here. Number 3, in these playoffs, probably Sam Bennett. Number 4, Bob. Number 5. This is where we start to get some debate. I know he's been a little.
You could make the argument that Seth Jones has played a bigger role than a couple of those guys this year.
Number 5. Sure. Okay. Number 5. I know he's been. I'm going to put Reinhart 5. No, Swaggy in terms of playoffs is probably 5, then Reinhart. But in general, I'd put Reinhart ahead of for Swaggy.
You could say that Jones has been more impactful than.
No. Number 7. I would say all of those third line guys, Marchand, Lundell, and Listrand have been better than Seth Jones. What is that? What number are we at now? I've literally lost track now. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's already 8.
Those guys are playing 17.
I haven't mentioned any defenseman yet. Oh, wait, Bob, too.
Those guys are playing 17 minutes a night max.
Yeah, and they're producing. They're getting the job. The third line for the Panthers has been cinema. Been the best third line in hockey.
True.
Their third line is putting up 15 points.
Seth Jones has been playing penalty
He's
kill.
been like
first
their
power play
fourth
unit.
best. Let's look at the defenseman. I think Ekblad has been better. I think Schmidt has been better. I think Forsling. He's your fourth best defenseman. He's your fourth best team man.
Schmidt
in these finals, he has been.
In
You've
these-
been saying it.
In these finals, he's been really good. Yeah.
In general, he's not better than Seth Jones. I think he's been better than Seth Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Seth Jones is your fourth best defenseman on this team. And what? Not even top 10. Am I coping? I don't think I'm coping. That's how good. Look, that's not me. Maybe it's me shitting at Seth Jones. That's how good. That's how good this Panthers. That's how good this Panthers team is. That Seth Jones. You can make the argument that he's not even a top 10 player on your hockey team. That's how good they are.
That's fair.
That's more the point I'm making.
Fair enough.
He probably is. He probably is. I'm kind of doing a bit here if you can't tell. I don't like Seth Jones. Breaking news. Justin Lynch, a.k.a. Bjork Memes, not a fan of Seth Jones. Breaking news on that one. Spencer Knight, I take him all day. I don't care. It's going to be hard to watch him lift the cup. The TV will probably be turned off by that point. Or I just won't look at the screen. But,
The TV will be turned off on that point.
The remote might be flying in his general direction. And, but yeah, he was a part of this. He was a piece. To quote Big Lebowski, Seth Jones was a piece. Panthers team won the cup last year. It's not like they suddenly needed Seth. I think Brad Marchand has been a much more impactful. He hasn't even been the biggest acquisition. Brad Marchand has been the biggest acquisition. Any category you look at, there's somebody you could say more impactful than Seth Jones. Anything.
Seth Jones is definitely a better defender than Nico Mikkola.
I never said that Mikko was ahead of. That wasn't a player I referenced there, so I'm not really sure what the point was there. Yes, Seth Jones clears Nico. Yes, Seth Jones clears the third pair defenseman of Dmitry Kulikov and Nico Mikkola. He makes $9.5 million.
You just got to be humble, admit that you mistreated King Jones, and now he's thriving in a nice, healthy environment.
Yeah, I mistreated the guy who spent every 4 years complaining about making $9.5 million. He can't be the guy. Seth Jones can't. He could be a guy. This series has proved the point that we were making. Seth Jones could be a piece. He could be a guy. He could be a defenseman. He can't be the number one. He can't be the number one. He could be the number two, the number three, number four. He can't be the number one.
What about this claim? Florida just knows how to treat a king.
Seth Jones is the guy who in the group project who does about half the work and gets the A. Yeah.
There have been 13 power plays this game. It has been insufferable.
Yeah, I agree. We were ranting about this today, and we're going to keep ridiculous. Why is Florida? It's a 5-win hockey game. Why is Florida still getting? They've had like 3 power plays this period. Like, what are we doing here? Just play the game. I don't understand. If anyone should be getting power plays right now, it should be the. That's probably a stupid argument. You know what I mean, though. Nobody at this stage of the game, it just should be 5-5. Like, unless it's obvious,
Seth Jones would not have been super helpful during the dynasty days if they had to pay him that much.
Yes. I know the Seabrook contract was rough,
Seth
but
Jones is a perfect second pair defenseman.
Yes.
But I'd rather Hjalmarsson and Oduya for what they were making than Seth Jones.
In terms of defense,
that
Hjalmarsson pair
and
was as good as it gets.
So good defensively.
That Hawks team didn't need a Seth because you have Dunks and Seabrook up there. People bring up bad contracts to Seabrook, but it's like Seabrook earned that contract. He was, a big part of those cup teams, and he was overpaid, but he earned it. Seth Jones didn't earn that contract. Stan Bowman just doing Stan Bowman things.
Edmonton looks like trash tonight. What happened? 97 and 29 were human, and when that happens, this team gets dominated by the Florida Panthers.
It's exactly the point that we were making, and we were called hindsight. Who's the laughers now? We're the laughers. The laughingest laughers that ever laughed. Did you get that one? That pop culture reference. You got that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Talking all this shit just for KD to re-sign Jones to be a guy for future Hawks Cup teams. Yeah, and then Florida will trade Jones to us and retain 25% of his contract, and so
and then
$5 million Jones.
I mean, Seth Jones for $5 million. Wait,
that's a steal.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say what you just said again. I need to hear that again.
They'll take 25% of his contract.
Well, no, we'd be paying him $7 million because we're taking 25% still. So it'd be $7 million, right? Did I get that right?
No.
But like we're retaining the what?
Oh yeah. We're still retaining.
So if they're retained 25, then it's 75.
Well, actually, if we're retaining and we get them back, is that money off the books? Does that money count towards?
I would imagine it still does.
No, it still does.
Yeah, right. It does. Yeah, I think Seth Jones for $7 million is exactly what you would pay Seth Jones. Like that would actually Seth Jones $7 million second pair defenseman. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want him back. If that's what you're asking, I don't want him back. No, you could stay over there in Florida. Yeah, and chill on the beaches. Yeah. But yeah, like Florida's getting Seth Jones for what he should be worth, $7 million with the 25%.
Stan Bowman is going to be the reason McDry never win a cup. Well, you can't really blame him for the cups before this, but
now that is
or the teams before this.
Chef's kiss. I mean, I want those two to win, but I love the idea of Stan Bowman being the reason they don't.
Oh my gosh, are they really given a penalty for that?
I mean, to be fair, they've been giving Florida a lot of.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
He got a whack from Bouchard that sent him down to the ice, and then Kane smacked him in the face.
Yeah. Honestly, W there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just don't give a fuck anymore, man. They just don't care. Why were you, dude, guys? It's 5-1 with 6 minutes left. Why are we delaying the inevitable here? Like we know this game's over. Like, can we just do it EA Sports? Like, can we mercy rule this? Can we run the clock?
Like a 4-minute power play, and I'm gonna get screwed on my under for this. Please don't be a penalty.
Actually, yes, that would be hilarious. I want to see that. How much money? And that's in my business. Here goes Evander Kane.
Did you just get a game for that?
There he goes. For another Panthers power.
Fuck.
Stop.
Oh my gosh, dude.
What? How much is that now? I know they're taking penalties, but like, why do we need to call them at this stage of the game? Like, just with.
Never mind, Evander Kane is the reason there won't be a cup in Edmonton.
Yes.
Evander Kane with 15 minutes of penalty minutes.
Power plays.
How many PIMs does Evander Kane have tonight?
Oh God. Oh geez. Box score here. I don't know if they would have updated that yet. Kane.
Is it just 6?
16 penalty minutes.
16 PIMs for Evander Kane.
That honestly, I thought it would be more than that actually. And the Panthers have had 9 power plays.
How much ice time does Evander Kane have tonight?
I think he has a lot of ice time in the box. I guess that wouldn't be ice, but
yeah, that's what
he
I'm
has
saying.
a lot of box.
Well, he's got to have more PIMs than he does time on
13
ice.
minutes of ice time. He spent 3 more minutes in the box than he has on the ice playing hockey.
That's funny.
That's a 90s stat.
Did Edmonton just quit?
This game, not this game.
They didn't quit. I mean, none of the goals. They've since quit, and now Matt Tkachuk is in a headlock.
I mean, of course. Oh,
jeez.
And
see all these Panthers guys just coming in.
Oh boy. I mean, you're gonna do that. Like, this is what you got. If you're the Oilers, this is exactly what you gotta do.
Yep.
You gotta at least, you gotta see some pushback here.
Yeah, I don't hate this from either.
Maybe try to bang up some of these guys. Like, I know it sounds. No, it's hockey, dude. Like.
Yeah, no, they just. It was just human.
Here's the even crazier thing. The Oilers
The
Oilers still have more shots on goal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jeepers, yeah, 31-29.
Oh.
McDavid and Draisaitl didn't do anything miraculous tonight, and the Panthers just beat up on... I'm going to be so sick to my stomach when the reaction to this game is just going to be talking about how bad the Oilers were.
Panthers played well.
The Panthers were so good.
Well.
The Panthers were so good.
Yeah, I give them credit. It's like anytime the opposing coach talk, you really got to give those guys a lot of credit.
Tkachuk is just in a headlock getting punched in the face by another guy. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, Matthew Tkachuk is so dirty.
What do you want to do? Just sit there?
He literally just sat there and got punched in the face while he was getting held by another guy.
I'm sure all these Twitter warriors,
all these Edmonton fans are like, "Oh my gosh, Matthew Tkachuk is such a dirty player.
How dare him be a hockey player?"
It might just be the sport.
Yeah, that's the game.
Give Florida a taste of their own medicine. It's not. It's just good playoff. This is what you do in a playoff series when you're getting blown out. Is you get super physical with the other team after the whistle. This isn't like something that the Florida Panthers invented. All right, this is not like the Florida Panthers are not like paving the way for physicality in the sport of hockey. This has always been
These
what
2020,
it is. This
like,
is how you succeed.
These
is you beat up on the other team.
New gen fans don't really seem to. This is the way it used to be, and this is the way it normally has been. This is hockey.
Wallman's been a man on a mission tonight. Yeah, to like to fuck with the Florida Panthers, not like to do well during play or anything. Sit all of Edmonton and call it a game. Oh, great. Now they've got a 5-on-3. My under! Turn off your phone. You're going to get the notification. And it's going to ruin my night.
Sorry.
No, it's actually not. I don't care. I've accepted that this under isn't hitting.
So far, you're good. About 30 seconds ahead here. Yeah. Oh, do we have 5-on-3 now? Like,
that would actually be kind of BM if they like don't. If they don't take a shot and they just pass it around.
What are we doing, man? Is that 10 power play?
Nice. Edmonton clear at the length. 26 seconds left on the two-man advantage.
Plays. 15 combined. Oilers have had 5. That's the thing, too. Oilers have had 5. Like, I don't want to hear the Edmonton fans being like,
well,
Oilers
Edmonton
versus,
had more in game 2.
Yeah, so it's not Oilers versus Rest, but they're going to say it. They've been outplayed.
Yeah, if you think this is Oilers versus Rest,
it's not. But I promise you,
Oilers have been so
no
undisciplined
fan base
tonight.
It cries about Rest more
Don't
than
get me
Edmonton
wrong.
fans.
The referees are calling too much shit tonight.
Yes, they are. The rest have been bad on both. On all fronts.
I've said it on both ends, but it's like the Oilers, like these
it's not
Oilers
one-sided
guys,
beef.
If you know they're calling it, why are you still cross-checking a guy in the numbers when he's against the boards like Darnell Nurse was doing?
Here. Like you eventually got to change up the game plan here.
Yeah, like Evan Bouchard just taking a massive slash. Like it's like shit like that. It's like it's been getting called.
There
tonight.
You go, Casper.
And now it doesn't matter, so you might as well.
There he goes. They just want to get the Uber home to the hotel.
Oh my gosh, Kapanen's
he's giving it to somebody.
Some fans, dude. These
Oilers guys might be,
like, these guys might be fucking rattled. I won't lie.
You got a head start on like getting out of the rink. Like the game's over. Like get back to the hotel, get the Uber ready, get that. Yeah, the game's over.
Get to the beach.
Yeah, have their beach day tomorrow. Your job. If you're always like your player, your job tomorrow is beach. You're Ken. That's your job. Then get back at it business on Wednesday.
Thank you, Nate. Hi, all. Hey, Candy. Oh, we poured beer on Kapanen. That's electric.
Remember the Hawks? There was that game against the Jets back in the day where that Jets, I think it was Adam Party, got checked into the glass, and there was a fan who dumped beer in him and then took his helmet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and that drunk fan, and he put it on his head. And
what year was that? That was like 2010s or like,
yeah,
that was crazy.
Matthew Tkachuk, currently best U.S.-born player since Patrick Kane. True.
Yeah, he clears Matthews. He clears Fraudthews.
These boys are rattled.
I actually think he does. That's not even just me being.
Chat, do you guys think Edmonton's rattled?
I take Matthew Tkachuk on my day. Oh, every day of the week out of Austin Matthews. Every day. Not even a question for me. Difference in mentality. One's a winner and one's a showman. Goal.
Come on, man.
No way. Erod. Florida Panthers have a huge goal. I don't know if this game was safe. I think now they got this one, Lee. I think that was the goal. That was the insurance they needed to really seal the deal here.
Fuck off.
No way. There goes your under. It's another overnight. Vegas gladly accepts your donation to the sports book. Everybody knew it. It's an over. Tricidal. The look on his face. This is the first time the Oilers lose consecutive games since the games 1 and 2 versus the Kings. That's crazy. Oh, the Oilers Mick cooked, chat. Is it Mick over? Is there still a Mick comeback? and a mixed Stanley Cup. Is there still a mixed Stanley Cup on the docket?
I need a Mick gun after that.
Look, Evan Rodriguez, 13 points in the last 11 games. That's exactly what we're talking about. This is the depth of this Panthers team is just on another planet.
Yeah. His team is amazing.
They are.
They are so fucking
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm as big a Hawks fan as you will get. If you're telling me this 2025 Panthers team wouldn't put up a serious fight against Prime
would
Hawks,
get blown
you're on
out.
something.
Yeah, dude,
this team is special.
This Panthers team,
This team is special.
Fucking wagon.
I want to hear refs or NHL or bet. No,
And
this team is fucking loaded.
And they're mean, and they've mastered the dark arts. And
You got to give them credit. You got to give them credit. Like, there's going to be a lot of haters. There's always going to be a lot of haters when you're on top. You got to get the Panthers a lot of credit, the way they built that team.
The Oilers are aura farming.
Yeah, really. Yeah, aura farming here down
Lee laughed, but
6-1.
it's possible. No, it's not. You need 5 more goals in 3 minutes for 10-2 to happen, Trevor. It's not possible at all. What's up, Holt?
I'm pretty sure he's rage baiting.
No, he's not. He's serious.
Dig the fuck in right fucking now. It's the finals. The sequel to that's going to be cinema. I can't wait.
Yeah, what's he going to yell after this game?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I feel like everybody's going to be writing this team off after this game. And I'm not going to be one of those people.
I am.
Yeah, fair. Like, honestly, after watching this game, it's hard to... I really don't have a logical basis for that other than... I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn man, and I don't want to change my mind.
Point. Kulikov, put it away!
Make sure I not get out of the game like this.
I can't believe Barkov's not.
I gotta see a glance. I gotta see something from McDry, like a little look or something that's like, yeah, they're gonna take it personally and come back. I gotta see something from them. Just a little hint.
Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at the scrum. The big one that was like 5-man with the nurse fight. So electric.
I didn't realize Oilers on the power play right now. That is now 17 power plays in this game. 6 for the Oilers, 11 for the Panthers. 17 in the Stanley Cup final of the playoffs. NHL, fantastic work.
It's too much.
Good job, refs.
It's brutal.
That's all about you. That's all about the refs. It's the ref final.
Wait, what stat did you just read? What'd you say?
The 6-11 power play ratio.
All right, but let's go. Okay, so there were 6 in game 1.
Oh, you're running this back here. You're doing the average. Math guy over here. He's got the calculator out.
So there were 16 between games 1 and 2. How many were there tonight?
17. There were more tonight than games 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh.
What?
My brain's too fried to do 16 plus 7. 33 power plays in 3 games.
Well, 33 Max Verstappen reference. That's 11, I believe.
You're averaging 10 penalties a game.
11. Yeah, 33 divided. 11.
11.
You're averaging 11 penalties per game
It's
through
absurd.
3. What are we doing?
It's too much.
I didn't realize this was the battle of the Panthers. It should just be called not the Edmonton Oilers versus the Florida Panthers. The Edmonton Oilers power play versus the Florida Panthers power play.
Edmonton, pull your goalie. Come on.
What is even strength?
You can still do this.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what 5-on-5 hockey looks like. It's disappeared. It's evaporated. When series tie 1-1 winner game 3 is all-time record 23-7. Interesting. Who would have known the team that has the series lead would go on to win more games than the team that doesn't? I mean, that's just something you would have never thought of. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Oilers Square is a brawl. Yeah, true. How many Oilers fans are going to die tonight in Alberta?
That watch party at Edmonton is going to be a war zone over there. Oh, my goodness. I mean, to be fair, it's a war zone whether they win or lose. And that is all she wrote. 6-1 Florida Panthers. Oh, well, actually, we got more Tassos going. Look at Corey Perry.
He's just laughing at him, pointing at him.
They're loving this. Another scrum.
Throw the rats out, baby.
Here come the rats.
Oh, here comes the beer cans. Jeez.
No way. Oh, jeez. This is getting ugly, folks. Corey Perry, get your flight tickets to Cancun booked, my guy.
They're all just laughing.
Get ready to learn retirement, buddy. I know we said he's coming back next year, but hopefully he retires.
Hopefully he retires.
Yeah, I'm never gonna give Corey Perry's flowers.
All right. Well, Lee is.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
3.
What a bum. Yeah, Hall very good. Yeah, he can Hall of Fame. No.
0 for 3 on the unders, chat. I'll get one. I'll get one. The next game, game 4, is going to be an under. And I'm going to be on it. And I'm going to put way too much money on it to try to make up for these last 3. But the under is coming. Just like I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. It's winter is coming. The under is coming. Yes,
I love
now
that.
you understand.
Now you're cooking.
Yeah, now
He's
you
cooking.
understand.
I can see what he's doing. What he's doing. I can. He's cooking.
He's cooking.
One thing I will say, if I recall, after Game 3 last year, I believe the series was 3-0 in favor of the Panthers. The Oilers have technically got off to a better start. It's 2-1 Panthers. So if you do the math there and like they do what they did last year, they could still win this thing.
I think we're
That's my copium. That's my copium. I'm a history merchant.
I think we're going to see a big bounce back from 97 and 29. I don't
Game
think
4,
they were
they're going
very
to get a road
effective
split
tonight.
and send it back to Edmonton 2-2.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. They're going to Uno reverse card this, and they're going to dominate the Cats.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm saying yep.
Yeah. You're trying. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah. I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I respect that. He's trying to switch up.
I am really happy with my original prediction with Florida in 6.
Is that next game a must win for Edmonton? Yes.
No.
Well, I mean, if they came back for one, they didn't though.
I guess it depends upon how it looks. Like if they get dominated again, I think everybody's going to be writing their obituary.
I mean, it's not mathematically, it isn't, but
I think Florida wins Game 4. I think Edmonton wins Game 5, and then I think Florida gets it done in 6.
I mean, they could. They won 3 straight last year, so theoretically, they could win 3 straight. But I think. No, I think you got to take Game 4. Yeah, I don't think you go back to Edmonton 3-1.
If the first 2 games were a couple of the best Stanley Cup final games I've ever seen, that one was...
Well, to be fair, I do think we were saying on the show today we were due for a bit of a lull, a letdown, and I mean it was still a fun game, but like it wasn't, it was nothing compared to games 1 and 2.
Nothing, man.
Yeah,
they just spent half the game in the box.
I had fun though. I had fun watching this, but like it wasn't really a great game. We're gonna be honest. Like there was way too many calls, way too much undisciplined play. Really no 5-on-5 play to speak of, and yeah, the Cats just dominated. This wasn't a close game. So, funny enough, the Oilers did outshoot them. It's just a funny stat, but it goes to show quality over quantity. But yeah, I think after the way those first 2 games went, we were probably due for a game like this. But hopefully, Game 4 will be better. Hopefully,
yeah.
Nice to have a game in on time though for once. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe an earlier night.
Yeah,
an absolute battering. Florida wins 6-1. Let's see how Edmonton responds here in Game 4. Show Wednesday, regularly scheduled show, and then game not till Thursday, right?
Utter woke nonsense. We gotta wait 2 nights for more playoff hockey. Thursday will be Game 4, still in Sunrise, so we will be there for that. We'll be live streaming that. Yeah, thank you. What a fun live stream though. Yeah. Still a lot of fun. Maybe not as cinematic.
Yeah, I was going to say this was enjoyable, not because the game was that enjoyable, but because
the narratives and like the talking points were fun.
Talking with you guys and arguing with you guys.
This enjoyable. This was all chat.
Laughing with you guys.
This wasn't the game. This was a chat performance today. Yeah. I think chat is the MVP of today's game. Man.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah.
It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream because we enjoyed doing it. We will see you on Wednesday and then again Thursday night. Peace.